What's going on, folks? I'm here with Lydia from Rolling Bear and the man, the big cheese of the South Seas. So we're about to get underway with the team duels.
Yep.
Josh, tell me about it, baby.
All right, team duels. We got 4 teams today. All 5 competitors will be competing. They all weighed in at underneath the common 950 was the max. Everyone went throughout. We have
all the teams pretty much met that weight?
Yeah.
They brought in their thick guys?
Everyone's there. Purple Cobras is the smallest team that has 900 pounds.
Yeah.
Dark Horse weighed in at 950. Right. And you'll see them as they come on. But all the teams are filled with HCS vets. Starting with Andrew Cockle, our reigning 2-time champ right now, 155 and 165, 10-0 inside the circle. So I'm excited to see him. You got the Shimos brothers, Zach and Luke.
Yeah.
Which Luis Cabrera.
From the Purple Cobras.
Yeah, Luke beat Lewis at the Ironman 3.
Right, that's right. I remember that. Yeah.
2 weeks later, Lewis beat him at
Lewis
ACC
is with Purple
trials.
Cobras or Dark Horse?
No, Dark Horse.
Yeah, okay.
So literally about a week later, Lewis got him at the ACC trials. So I'm assuming when those matchups go, they got to run the rubber match.
Yeah,
so
100%.
So I'd like to see that. But yeah, it's going to be a good time.
Yeah, so I'm curious. This is good information for the folks at home. So Purple Cobras coming in at the lightest at 900 pounds. Juicehead's 934, Saga 936, and then Dark Horse 950. And then, yeah, man, I guess we're going to have a good rules video here in a moment. But is there anything else you want to tell the folks?
We do have part of the reigning defending female pro team champs right here in Lydia.
Oh, there was a team duels for females?
Yep, that was our first show of the year.
Right.
HCS 9.
I missed it. You didn't call me to do that
in March.
Yeah, 2 out of 3 of us are here tonight. Marissa Pacelli is actually in the audience today supporting her buddies over at the Dark Horse team.
Villanera.
Nice.
Yeah, but we're Villanera.
We're
Villanera.
Nicole was supposed to be here, but I don't know.
That's what your team name was, Villanera?
We're Team Villanera.
I like it.
It's been a hard 2023. Here's to 2024.
But you've been part of the. It was a little different because we only did 3 for the females because it's so tough. And
of course,
trying to get a weight for the females. What's the difference between, because you've been doing super fights and the team duels? What's the biggest difference between the two?
Honestly, having the gas tank to do multiple matches, understanding that each match itself, it's like a mini super fight, right? It's not necessarily a tournament. You have your overtime rule set. You have your main rule set, then you have your overtime rule set. And as somebody who went through all 3 at the second match, right?
Yeah. Possible match of the year. Her versus Jackie Gates. We'll see when we do our end of the year show.
Yeah. Well, here we
she
go.
started in the beginning.
here I am. So Jackie and I went a full almost 20 minutes just inside the circle, and then we had a very quick hiatus in between with another individual super fight and then back in. So just maintaining your gas tank and just understanding, hey, each of it, even though it's a match, it's kind of like a mini super fight, right? You have 3 little super fights in between actual super fights. So,
and those were 6 minutes as well?
Yeah.
Yep. All subs legal. And that's the difference. I know everyone kind of goes different with how short our opening round is. Obviously, we saw it this morning with a 4-minute round for the amateurs. Action happens right away. Yeah. I think it's the same thing for here. With the pros, when we say you only have 6 minutes before the overtime goes in, and overtime changes a lot. Your game plans are different, especially with the points here. Right, you get 3 points if you get a sub in regulation. I know when we say go, these guys are just going to go right at it. You got 6 minutes to get it done. If you don't, now you're playing the game. You're going to get rid of now or all that kind of stuff. And especially with, you can see around there are some big men out here, and there are some not so big men over there. We look at Purple Cobras over there, which I was very surprised that Dark Horse made. They took advantage of the weigh-in yesterday. I gave it yesterday. They all asked.
Hey, listen, you get a number. If you make it, you make it, right? That's exactly how you're supposed to be. As long as you have an alternative in the event of an emergency of not making the weight, you can at least count on that.
It's cool to see how you can strategize with that too.
Oh yeah.
No. That was my idea. So basically, the way we set it up, it's exactly how a wrestling duel meets up.
Yeah.
All right. Majority of my rule set came from the wrestling idea, and that's why I wanted to bring to jiu-jitsu. But it's a completely different idea. When you'll see them talk, you can go around and look. They're all talking. And Cockle losing last year in the finals, right? Now he came and got Luke and Zach. That was part of the winning team last year. They have a strategy going on. They already have, I want him. No one else knows that. So now when you see it, Kyle Myers was part of Cockle's team last year. So now it's like, now you're on the other side of it. And Robbie Bloom had Purple Cobras last year. They have a little different. They upgraded a little bit here and there. And so all veterans are in here. you have to think about style matchups. And then when you get the choice, all right, whoever wins the coin toss in the beginning, you get to choose. You want to send out first or second. That can change the entire thing.
Absolutely.
Do you want to start the pace? Like, if you're Team Dark Horse, do you just send out Alex Nemeth and say, all right, who's going to come and get the monster? Or do you save the monster for the little guy? And that's what, like last year, I was talking to Cockle.
I like it.
He said, we were nice. We didn't send out our guy that was 260 against the guy that was 140 because we didn't want to hurt him, but that's what ended up losing us the match. I'm like, are you going to be nice today? He's like, I'm not being nice today.
Can't afford to be nice. That was a big strategy. That's a big thing going into this, right? Like when we're in a group chat or we're talking to each other, we're saying, hey, I want this person, I want that person. And it's honestly the luck of the flip and the luck of the draw, right? Like you could go out first and then the person that you want to fight is not willing to fight you, and then you send someone else and you're like, crap, I centered my entire game against this one other person. So that was definitely a huge learning experience and a learning curve, and I'm really excited to see how the strategy is like changing for today.
Yeah,
definitely.
That's exactly what it is. I mean, back to like my wrestling days, it would be our coach would tell you, all right, you might go this way or this way. And this guy does this and this guy does that. And you would literally wait in the tunnel. And I would be plenty of times where everyone's clapping. I run down and my coach would just grab me by my hoodie and say, nope, you're not up. And they send out a random guy. One, it flips everything, but you have to be ready as a competitor. All right, doesn't matter. You got to go. That's why I like to tell all my students and all my guys, focus on your game plan. Yes, you got to know what the other guy does, but if you're not going against them, again, you got to get the sub.
Yeah.
You got to go get the win and got to go. We're still got a little bit before the first coin flip, but
Definitely.
So Brad, this is your first time inside the circle.
It is.
How was the morning event?
I have to say, I had a blast, and I was pretty impressed. I was even explaining to Lydia like earlier. It's surprising how many people continually opted to go for leg attacks, even though a lot of them were illegal. Saw so many straight ankles, attempts and finishes.
Yep.
So I thought it was great. I'm not gonna lie. I'm super excited to see the no holds barred rule set here with these pros and all these heavyweights. Man, I love to see it. So. That's what I'm hyped for right now.
And you can see it, and like I said, you can all see them sitting strategizing, looking at each other when it go. And then there's only a couple that have not competed at all for us, so that will kind of go in. But a lot of them, all of these guys that have competed for us have competed in 2020.
Yeah, if I
they
haven't
have been here in
trained
the
with
last
these
6
guys,
months.
I've seen them compete, so I'm pretty well versed on, I'd say 90% of the groups here. So I'm super excited to watch them work.
All right. I think I'm going to go do the coin toss for the first one.
Let's
so
go
we can
for
get
it.
rolling by
Sounds good.
4:15. Yeah.
Let's do
Here
it.
we go.
Alrighty.
Time to check out the rules.
The HCS official rules.
Now they're doing a rules video, and then it's back to us for some color, I guess. people.
And
All
we're
right.
back. Here we go.
Getting
right.
started with the
No,
Purple
Purple
Cobras
Cobra,
versus
then
Juice
Juice
Heads.
Heads.
And Juice Heads threw out Luke Shiomas, and Purple Cobras threw out Jose Soto. Interesting strategy because I think Luke is not their lightest guy.
No, they're all about
And
the same.
Yeah.
Luke undefeated inside the circle, 4-0,
And we're off.
4 finishes.
Luke in the
opted
all
in.
black
That's correct.
and Soto in the colorful.
Blue Leopard. Luke opting for a seated guard, going for a closed guard here.
Soto has that really strong base, and you can see how he opens his knees, right? That's the best way to defend somebody against somebody who has a potentially dangerous closed guard into a sweep. But
Oh,
here
he's
we
hunting
go.
right away.
Oof.
Nice.
He's got that arm in
Luke,
deep.
Luke hunting for that triangle right now. Looks a little loose. Jose could probably. Oh, but I see Luke
That's
actually
arms
has
in
there,
there,
his
too,
hand
yeah.
on there. That's got to be tight. Oh, looks like
Oh,
Luke's
let
conceding
go.
that.
Soto doing a really good job of just kind of working the smash, but he has to get out of that triangle. He has to be very careful of that body position. Luke has those long, lanky legs that just
Yeah.
kind of find the submission.
Yeah, he's got really flexible hips too. Very versatile. So looks like Jose's kind of taking his time, looking for a balanced approach here. Doesn't want to just shoot any shot. And these are 6-minute matches? Is that
6-minute
correct?
regulation.
That's
6-minute
right.
matches.
Alrighty.
We're almost a minute and a half down. Soto just kind of taking the smash approach into trying to pass Luke, but Luke's just doing a really good job of just like pummeling his leg in, right? Kind of doing a lasso variation in nogi, which you don't see very often. So he's very comfortable in this position, very comfortable in utilizing that movement and closing that space.
Definitely. And Jose's got a good size advantage. Let me see here, probably at least 30 pounds of an advantage. So I think he's trying to figure out how he can use that strength and the bulkiness to his advantage here. Great base though, like you said, Lydia. It's probably very difficult to sweep.
Yeah, when your body, right, he's doing the staircase method of passing, right? We're not just going forward, we're going down. And when you're leveling your body, and as a fellow smash passer, that's something that we're always looking forward to do, very conscientious, keeping the spine completely flat. And so that way, as we're passing forward, you're also passing down. But it's also a very tedious task because, again, as you're seeing, Luke is just kind of attacking different types of traps, different types of locks. So it's tricky to work the smash when the hips are that loose. So Soto should try to utilize his smash and just kind of stabilize the hips in order to get the pass. But again, Luke's just doing a really good job of just keeping his hips on an angle, keeping himself loose.
Definitely.
You can see they're approaching the wall, which could play into Jose's game plan a little bit with the MMA background.
Oh yeah,
and
definitely.
as Luke pivots away from there.
Trying to doing a shoulder crunch variation, maybe transforming itself into some sort of a choi bar, which has been a very popular sub recently.
Oh,
Ooh,
that beautiful
really
throw.
nice, yeah. Jose was able to get out of that arm trap.
We're at 2.5 minutes of the first match of our duels. You can see the MMA background coming out in Jose Soto right now. He's kind of using his head also to pass.
Yeah.
He's passing with his face along with the rest of his body.
Yep, everything's a tool. Yes, looks like Luke really just wants to keep his bottom as well. He doesn't look like he wants to stand up with Jose, and that's probably pretty smart with the weight advantage.
And in these duel matches, right, you have to play strategy, right? Like a lot of times someone else's game will counter yours. So as long as you're having faith and you're able to play your primary game plan and understanding what the other person's strengths are, you're able to manipulate your own game to counter theirs in that sense.
Yeah, that was a really nice inversion from Luke, kind of changing the sides from where he's playing that kind of open half guard, trying to get those butterflies inserted on Jose.
Last 90 seconds of regulation.
Jose jumping for what looked like a flying triangle kind
Both
of.
arms are in there, so
Yeah.
shouldn't be in too much danger.
Yeah. Luke looks a little panicked, but I think
It's
he's
a
safe.
big boy on top of
yeah,
you.
indeed.
Little heavy.
Yeah. He's probably just surprised.
All weight on his chest.
Yeah.
He's going for a little bit of an S mount now.
Both corners are getting a little bit loud right now. They're just
Yeah,
kind of throwing out
definitely.
movement and strategy.
Yeah, the action is underway.
It's the best part about the teams, though. Everyone starts cheering.
Jose's setting up a nice
And going for that
armbar.
armbar. If you can get a finish here, it's
Excellent
3.
armbar set up from Jose.
It looks like his
So
elbow's
elbow's
not
under-
in. He top, and he gets 3. That's big.
Gets the submission over Luke Shomas. And Luke was undefeated.
First loss inside the
Wow.
circle like that.
Wow.
And by submission to Jose Soto.
Trying to get in front of Leo for the photo.
The wonderful Leo Bergamasco.
So let me ask this. Is this like a round robin then?
No, we're going semis and then
Oh,
third
Roger.
place. So
Okay.
everyone will get 2 matches.
Yep, sounds great.
You got it? Hold up. Check in.
Yep, looks like we have Angelo from Juice Heads versus...
Guy Logie.
Oh, that's Guy Logie. I believe it's Logie.
Logie. Sorry.
Logie?
Don't hurt me.
Yeah. I think someone corrected me on that before. They said they spelled it out like LOW-GEE. Like it's like this. Yeah.
It's okay, Josh. I'm known to butcher names. So it's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, we know.
Oh, don't
He was in the booth before and he gave a shout out to all of us.
Fantastic.
So just like that, the Purple Cobras are up 3-0.
Yep. And they sent Angelo in to handle a guy here. There's a little bit of a quite the weight discrepancy actually. Angelo at 240 pounds, Guy Logie 188 on the sheet here.
Logie in the gray rash guard, black shorts, and Angelo in black rash, white shorts.
Angelo looks like he's setting up some sort of head trap. Might look for some kind of guillotine from the bottom of this half guard.
Well, it looks like, too, right, he's trying to get really onto his hip to set up some sort of a deep half or very deep half variation here.
Yeah.
But Logie doing a really good job of maintaining his frame, keeping himself scooting out, right, hipping out, which is essential when you're stuck in somebody who's like really technical in their half guard.
Yeah, definitely, and that's definitely Angelo. He knows a lot of very tricky ways of kind of weighting limbs and making them more vulnerable as we go. Like you can see, Angelo's actually weighing down Guy's leg moments ago, and you could see the fatigue wearing on Guy. He didn't like that position. I think he started to move because of it.
Pretty flexible for a big guy, huh?
Yeah, insanely flexible, and he has no neck, so he's unchokeable.
We gotta love our thick boys with no necks.
Yeah.
I have a few of them at myself at my academy. It's
Yeah,
great.
absolutely. We like the thick boys over
I
here.
looked at him explode
Thick
there,
boy
but that's
nation.
tough.
Ooh,
Oh,
Guy
it's
getting
quick.
a nice pass here. Got a nice north-south pass on Angelo.
Angelo just has to be really careful of his arms when you're in north-south because they can utilize that to if the person on top's really good at north-south, they can use your arms to manipulate into some sort of a arm bar or even utilize that to choke for the north-south variation chokes. So Angelo has to just be really cautious of his hand placement, but he's doing a good job, right? He's trying to keep his elbows underneath the ribs of Guy.
Yep.
But
and
Guy has that north-south
There goes
kimura
that,
right
there
there.
goes that arm
Oh.
bar that you said, Lydia. Oh, Angelo looks like he's
Oh,
trying to
mix it
collect the
up.
leg. Oh, ends up back in a side control situation. Nice scramble. Angelo looking really patient on the bottom here, and Guy looking to maybe snipe another one of those arms. I think he wants that arm bar. I think he got his crosshairs locked on that.
Yeah, either that or like a north-south kimura,
Son.
knowing that the flexibility of a shoulder might not be there for somebody.
Yeah. Now we're in a turtled Angelo right now with Guy digging in for some kind of seatbelt situation, maybe trying to dig for some hooks to get some back exposure.
Angelo's kind of like keeping his arms tucked in, right? Keeping his elbows less bowed out so that he doesn't fall into the arm attacks. We're under halfway already. Well, we're a little over halfway, sorry.
Yep. Guy looking really, really hard to to break open this turtle of Angelo. It looks like Angelo might be trying to set up some kind of toe hold moments ago.
Guy's hunting. It's gonna be tough.
Yeah,
That'd be
Guy has
he's
a-
getting ready.
Angelo's getting ready
Tap.
to tap. There it
And
is.
just like that, Purple Cobras are up 6.
Yep. Wow. Yep. Up 6 points.
And now you're.
We want to track that. We got
We got over here.
Oh,
We got a scoreboard.
Oh.
We got a scoreboard. We don't mess around.
Here we
I
go.
don't want no trouble. I don't want no trouble.
Which now it's gonna get interesting, right? I mean, you still
Yeah.
have a couple more guys left.
Yeah, so we had Guy Loge. I'm just going to draw some lines so I can remember who the matchups were. And then Jose Soto fought.
Luke,
That's correct.
Robbie Bloom coming out for the Purple Cobras, and here comes Zach.
This should be a really fun
Jimbo's.
matchup here.
Yeah, these guys have not met each other inside the circle yet, but have both been in here a lot. Both of them are Grand Prix entrants. Zach's been in the last 2, losing the Cockle in the final this year.
Yep. So, yep, now we have Zach. And who's his opponent? I'm sorry.
Bloom.
Robbie Bloom,
Robbie Bloom.
owner of Tap House Jiu-Jitsu.
Oh, nice.
Last year he had a Purple Cobra rash guard, but he lost it. So I already told him they started down 1. So actually, it's only 5-0.
-1. Really enjoying this inside collar tie exchange, right? I really like seeing the versatility of jiu-jitsu, especially coming from the Shimos brothers, who are notorious guard players. I really enjoy watching them stand and utilize
Into the wall. Now this is interesting, right? Because if Purple Cobras get a sub in regulation, the match is over. They'll lock it up. They'll have 9.
Oh, yeah, so that...
I mean, we'll continue the matches, but
Okay.
that would be
yeah,
impossible for them to go.
to
So
come back. Yeah.
Zach needs, I mean, obviously a sub would be key in regulation right now, but with 3 matches left to play.
I like Robbie Bloom's rash guard. That thing's pretty neat.
Yeah, the whole kit.
I'm just distracted by this beautiful exchange of collar ties, pummels, and just
Right to the
smashing into the wall. This is
That is the
phenomenal.
no-no area. There's no really escape over there as the circle goes right to the wall.
I like that you have the wall to be played. Like, you have one axis where this is legal. So you got to bring them over there if you want to play
Brings
with
the
it.
styles, yep.
It's like a Mortal Kombat stage. You can knock them off.
Except they don't fall to their deaths. We just restart them in the middle.
Not yet.
Incoming. Shimo's kind of like hooking that leg, but Bloom trying to go in for like an Uchimata variation. Shimo's kind of going in, taking advantage of the unforklifted hips of Robbie Bloom, right? Uchimata is effective when you're using your body like a forklift, and if you don't have that, your opponent can just smash like the way that Zach just did.
Yeah.
Looking to use the wall to create some space.
It looks like Robbie's in a nice half guard situation here with Zach attempting to pass. And it looks like he's working his knee out right now. The wall's
He's
getting in
hunting
the
that
way a
neck
little
now.
bit. Is he? Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, I see, yes.
Go through.
I'm watching in person and on the screen here.
We get the angles here.
Yeah.
Zach's actually, no, that's Robbie using the wall to kind of just trying to create space or leverage, but Zach is on that neck like.
He's around, yeah.
Yep.
It's pretty
His-
tight.
We can get out of half.
There
Looks
it
like
is.
Zach wanted just a straight guillotine, but he had to concede for that head and arm.
Yeah, but
didn't
his
like
left
it.
hand, right? You can kind of see his fingers peering a little bit over his
midsection,
his ribs. So if he's able to
No,
connect
he's
his
adjusting
hand,
that grip.
Oh, yeah, Robbie, it looks like he's fighting that guillotine grip now.
There's plenty of time, too.
absolutely, it's a little less than
Yeah.
3 minutes to go. 2:50 to be exact.
It's getting tight. You can see Robbie's face now.
Yeah,
Robbie's
Robbie's not
face is
having a good time.
Turning colors.
Turning purple cobra.
Yeah, Zach's
gotta start working
being
him out,
really
and he can
patient.
probably get it.
Yeah. Zach's
Not even
really
fully
taking
mount.
his
Just get
time.
him pressured up there.
Or he's probably utilizing this movement to pass, but the fact that his left hand, which is around the head, you
It's
can
in
literally
there.
see his fingers.
It's
I
in there.
It's in.
Yeah, it's getting
It's
tight.
deep. He's
Yeah.
Yeah, he can. Oh,
Oh,
and
Robbie
got
looks
it.
like
Robbie
he's
got some
finally.
space.
Yep. Zach experienced some
Man, look at
fatigue
that.
there, and we're back to a scramble.
Live to fight another day here. Oh, and
Looks
there
like
we go.
Zach,
There we go.
Zach conceding to the bottom this time.
Wouldn't necessarily say conceding. This is actually, I've seen a lot of magic happen with Zach's game from bottom.
Yeah, yeah, of
It was
course.
really, really fantastic to watch him play a little bit of the top game, but now that he kind of got Robbie a little worked up.
Fried up, yeah.
Now, right, Robbie's still kind of like fighting the
On
fatigue.
that leg now.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, there
that
we
was
go.
a nice
Here we go.
inversion entry. Looking
There
for
we go.
some.
There you go. Looking toe hold now.
Looks like it.
Foot right up the middle. Switching.
And this is where Zach is really dangerous, right? Like he's able to kind of transition, and his brain is on autopilot when it comes to these leg attacks. He changed them really well. Robbie just doing a really good job of just defending, keeping movement, shifting back and forth. But he has to be careful of how his base is, because while it seems like a wide base is a good idea for somebody who has a very flexible guard like Zach, it's kind of hard to kind of off balance that.
Of course. Yeah, we're seeing Robbie experience that right now. It's just so much going on to try to pass that. With about a minute left in the round.
And now the strategy really comes in now. Like, as Robbie, like, I can't get finished in this next minute. That'll be huge for the team score.
Yeah.
And vice versa, you know. Overtime gets a little dicey, but could see her first overtime. Oh,
Ooh,
And
yeah,
Robbie's looking
now
at the leg.
very strong straight ankle from Robbie Bloom here. Zach doing a really good
Good
job
job
of
getting out.
defending that and escape.
Right, the key is to kind of keep your weight on that foot so their
It can't
leverage
be
is nullified.
extended, yeah.
Yep.
he's looking to pass.
Zach is
Last 30.
rushing and utilizing that headlock into a pass. Robbie with his own variation of the lockdown, connecting his arms, which is a risky move when you're in bottom half. You don't want to connect your arms, but
Ooh, I like
Robbie's
what
kind
Robbie's
of
setting up here.
He's got his own trap.
He's probably
Yeah,
trapping the arm, should come
probably
up with a
get a nice
sweep.
little
An
sweep.
elevator
Yeah.
sweep,
He
yeah.
lost it at 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2.
in our first overtime
is.
of the
All right.
card.
A sub in overtime is 2
pretty
points.
neat. Pretty neat. And it goes to red. That's Zach Shiomis making the decision.
He chooses to attack first.
And we saw so much of people conceding and saying, I don't want to attack first in,
Yeah.
in the previous rounds. I unheard of for me. Me and Nick were saying.
It depends on your game, what
strategy,
you're better at.
yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I would never.
Like, if you know you can lock people down and you can ride them out, if you can get an
Yeah.
escape, then you know
Oh,
you
yeah,
got to ride them out.
absolutely. Yep.
But now it's a little different with the team points. You know?
Right,
Like,
yeah.
Zach's got to find us up here.
Ooh, and Zach looks
And
like he's
hunting.
really deep in on that rear naked choke.
Ooh.
And he
Oh,
gets
and there
attacked.
it is.
So, Robbie needs a sub now.
Robbie needs to sub.
Robbie needs a sub.
And,
he
he
takes
opts
it
for the
back.
back.
Correct. And then that results in 2 points
If,
for the winner.
if it ends like that, if we go to ADCC, then we'll see what happens.
Yeah. So time is not a factor here. for
Time
how
is not a
quickly-
factor.
Yep. So Zach just needs to
And
escape.
Zach's already creating separation.
Or
His back's
or-
already working down to the
Yeah,
mat.
last
There
the
is,
minute.
yeah.
He got that 3-second transition, but Robbie trying to grab up, and he brings it back. Brings it back in. He's in the web. The Cobra. The Cobra's striking. Oh, he's getting high now.
Nice.
Oh,
And Zach
with
gets
authority.
right out.
2 points
Slid him
for
right
the
off.
Juice Heads.
All right, we have
Great
points
job.
for them on the board.
6-2 going into match number 4. Oh, we're not going to see it. I thought we were going to see Kako and Dietrich again.
So we have Dietrich Trumbauer versus Chris Kelly, I believe.
He's got B team shorts. Is he from the B team?
You know, I don't know.
There's a B team in Jersey now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
Andrew
Damian
Vidal, right?
Anderson's.
I think so.
Yeah, I think Damian owns
I went
it, though,
against him.
doesn't he?
Somehow we were the same weight one time on Fight to Win. He's like 200 pounds now.
They had like a couple of guys last night, but it was pretty cool to see B team represented up here. Now we have some nodding going on, right? Like some
You had
arm
Russian tie there.
Yeah, there it is. That's that word.
Russian.
It's been a long 48 hours. Leave me alone.
End of the weekend. It's a good way to end the weekend. Some violence.
Into the wall, talking about that violence.
Two
I love
bulls in a china shop right here. So long as one of them keeps their feet inside the circle, we can continue motion.
Keep a heel, keep a toe, a butt cheek, an earlobe.
Eyelash.
As long as something's in the
Something's
ring, huh?
attached to you and it's inside.
What if it's airborne?
That's a ref's discretion. But we
Okay.
treat it like a cylinder.
Yeah.
Oh.
Nice.
still
Almost a
inside.
nice leg entanglement. Looks like Dietrich was trying to set up something. Almost like an Aoki lock is what it looked like, but we're reset.
Chris Kelly was a late addition to the squad.
Yes,
They
he's
had it.
he's replacing what's his name?
Nick something?
No, not
don't know.
Nick.
Someone-
Alex Bodie.
Oh, yeah, someone that Kako was not happy that did not show
Yeah.
up.
Ooh.
Alex is the giant in our gym in Valley Jiu-Jitsu. And he, I don't know what his excuse was, but Andrew, I don't think was satisfied with it.
I'm really enjoying like the stand-up. You know me. I'm a
Yeah.
stand-up kind of gal.
Keep
So
it standing.
I really enjoy watching matches that have like a technical hand fight.
And
or
just
they exchange-
headbutt after headbutt after headbutt.
Yeah, I get mad after like 2, so don't do that.
Yeah, nice strong collar tie from Chris Kelly here.
2 minutes down.
You know, this is a very unique rule set, which is, you know, should be greatly appreciated in the grappling world, right? There is no decision. It's you fight until someone gets submitted, right? So that's
Yeah.
what these fighters have in their brains. They know there is no decision after the 6 minutes. And whether they're exchanging collar ties, pulling guard, forcing the sub, they're at least trying to get the submission before it trails off into the overtime rounds.
That was the way we thought about it when we were deciding the rules and everything like that. We just want a definitive winner. We don't want
Yeah.
anyone to get involved, and you know the deal.
Absolutely.
If you don't want to play the overtime rules, get it done. I'll give you 6 minutes.
Sometimes it takes 20.
Halfway through regulation here.
I mean, we had some really great shot exchanges. We had a guillotine attempt for Chris Kelly and some leg entanglements here on Dietrich's end. Both guys
Yeah.
just giggling and having a good time, right?
Yeah,
That's
then
what
we're about
jiu-jitsu's about.
halftime.
And a good
Ooh,
shot.
Nice shot from Dietrich. Man, these guys. Oh, we got the mercy grips going on. What do you
Ooh,
thi-
good shot, re-attack there.
What do you think about the mercy grips, Lydia?
Yes.
As long as you just do the Hulk Hogan.
Or like just the wrist lock. I believe in wrist locks.
They're real.
Good scrambles up.
Why ignore 5% of
They're
your
hunting.
body?
They're hunting. Oh, he's attacking on the ankle.
Ooh, yep. Great
Ooh,
job
ooh.
from Chris
just
escaping
swinging.
that heel hook threat from Dietrich moments ago.
2 minutes.
Little bunny hop over there from Chris Kelly.
A lot of smiles.
Yeah, these guys are happy to be here.
Listen, it's what it's all about. It has to be fun. If it's not fun, then you're doing it for the wrong reason.
Oof, that's a heavy club. You see the pace coming down a little bit.
Yeah, it's hard to stay standing for 6 minutes, you know?
Absolutely. Yeah, these guys are going to be fried if it makes it to overtime, and it will be there in about a minute and a half
that was
if
a
it keeps up
mean
this way.
Head. He's not sorry.
Neither
Sorry, not sorry.
Both leading with the head. And you saw Chris take advantage of that before with the level change.
of them. Ooh, nice throw-by attempt from Dietrich.
Less than a minute to go.
Ooh, I like that snap.
It becomes very strategy now, you know, with only one match after this for the Juice Heads. But I mean, you
Yeah.
have the reigning, defending double champ ready
Yeah.
to go. He's not an automatic guaranteed 3, but you can think that's what they're looking for.
Yeah.
It plays the game. And
Looks-
if we are
yeah.
tied, then we do the most subs, gets the win.
Yep, and Chris is looking for a little bit of an inversion here. but it looks like Guy is the one who was able to secure the first grip on a leg for an attack. Chris taking his time, looking for some sort of pass here.
Well, he's distributing his
Yeah,
weight
15
very well.
seconds.
Yes,
15 seconds.
definitely.
You know, the weight distribution is essential for the leg locks, right? Getting your knee line out and distributing your weight.
And there's 5 seconds left on
3,
the clock.
2, 1.
There it is.
All right, back to overtime.
Fun roll. And that goes to Chris Kelly to make the decision. And it looks like he wants
Just
to
taking
attack
offense.
the back first.
All right, if you can find a sub here, it would be
Be huge.
pretty big.
Yeah.
Pretty big. Oof.
Immediately
right out the
into it.
gate.
Dietrich
Dietrich did
already
an
gained
excellent
some
job of
space.
kind of exploding right out the gate. And we've been seeing this this second hook controlling the outside leg from the outside to
It's
keep
good
the
for
hips.
a ride. You know,
Yep.
you keep the hips inside. You can't really get the hips
Absolutely.
out and get up and over.
Yeah, we've been seeing that all day.
And it's a good, easy way to put your hook in and out, and out.
It also manipulates their upper body as well because they don't know exactly where to go, right? The essential way to get out of a back take is to get your shoulders onto the mat. So if your hips are going one way and your shoulders are going the other, your spine's like twisted.
Yeah, very uncomfortable.
30 seconds.
Chris Kelly really grinding for that
10
rear naked
seconds.
choke finish. Only a few seconds to work.
And now again, this is strategy. I mean,
Anything
even
under
if he
the
gets
eyes
win,
is the
it's
neck.
one. Ooh. Time. Ooh.
Close. It looked.
So now this is where you think of it. Obviously, you're not going to just pride, but Dietrich just lets him go. It's 1 point for the other team, and Cockle has to get a sub to even talk about a win.
But
Pride is pride.
So what if it's 6 points to 6 points?
Most subs will win.
Most subs win.
Yeah.
Subs in
Sub
regulation
first would be
or in
subs
general?
over in general.
In general. Okay.
So if it goes to the ADCC round, there's no points, right?
No, there's
Or-
points in ADCC.
1
If you
point,
leave
right?
ADCC, no.
Ooh,
And there you go.
there
There's
it
one.
is.
All right, so it's 6-3 going into the.
Well, one of them had the full ride, and
No,
the
no,
other
it's
one
over.
escaped.
It's over.
Okay.
It's over.
All right.
Yeah.
Yep. Just clarify.
Finn. Chris Kelly takes one.
Oh,
6-3. No, I'm saying it's 6-3 going into the last matchup
Oh,
with
okay.
Cockle.
Yeah.
got it. So there's
Yeah.
no ADCC round in these?
There is
Well, there
ADCC.
is,
There is.
but he
Oh.
escaped before the minute,
He won.
and the other
So
one had full
time.
ride.
Right out.
Yeah.
Escape. Come on, Lydia.
There he is.
You've been in there.
Got
I have.
the rooster right here.
6-3. What? It's first tiebreaker is most subs. Second one would be the most matches, correct? You got a sub. Yeah.
Hi, Andrew.
Andrew
And
said,
there's the
"Say
double
less."
champ, right? So no matter how you slice it, yes. First tiebreakers, most subs. They'll be even on that, and then they would have the most
He is
matches.
so zeroed in. I can't with this guy.
And
There he
then-
goes.
So it's
Oh, he's
there he
going
goes.
right away
versus
to it.
Nate Colombini right out the gate. Right out the gate with the action.
Right?
I am.
He was right with that.
Andrew digging for the neck, trying to. Oh man, what a scramble!
He's
yeah,
like
these guys are going in.
he's literally like one of those egg-eating snakes that sees an egg and he wants to eat it. That's
Ooh,
exactly what.
and Andrew finds
There
an
he goes.
armbar out of that
Wow.
incredible scramble from both of these guys. And Andrew's going for
Oh,
a
that's locked
triangle
in.
choke
There it is.
instead, opting to aim for that armbar inside the triangle. This is a tough place to be for Nate, and Andrew Cockle
just
wins
like
submission in regulation. He said, "I'll get it done," and he did.
All right. So, yeah.
Wow.
So they tied on the subs, yes. But Juice Heads took 3 out of 2 matches.
That's correct. Way to go. Way to go, Juice Heads.
That was very impressive.
Right?
Absolutely impressive.
Yeah, you won. Way to go. Way to go, Rooster. And now we're, I believe, moving into Dark Horse versus Saga. And these are the thick boys. Lydia, are you ready?
Yes, I am amped up. Wow.
Wow, what a close match. Or close, like a
Close
set
match.
of matches. Close set of matches.
Close match.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
that
man.
went down to some interesting decision stuff. It definitely was not a sweep for either team. That was grueling through the entire thing. And now we have Saga
right
versus Dark Horse. I'm excited.
Me too.
These is where the thick boys are too, Lydia.
I love it. I love it. Hey, listen, I'm all about thick
Thick boy
jiu-jitsu.
nation.
At my gym, I think my smallest competitor is like 185 pounds. We
Wow.
go from 185 to 320. So at any given
Dang.
point, I'm ready for it.
320,
I'm about
geez.
it. Yeah,
Ultra.
he's right there taking photos.
Oh, nice. The man.
The myth, the legend.
He's the rolling bear.
He is. He's the rolling big bear. I'm the rolling little one. But I'm actually very excited for these matchups here with Dark Horse and Juice Heads, right? I'm
Or Saga versus Dark Horse.
sorry,
now.
excuse
Yep.
me.
Nope, it's okay.
Saga and Dark Horse, right? You have Michael Du, Alex Namath, who are just veterans here. I've seen Michael Du compete several times along with Alex, right? All of these guys on both teams, I believe, were at the trials, and I was able to tune
Yep.
in on some of those matches, and it was really competitive and really fun. And just
Yeah. Alex,
see-
yeah, even from Juice Heads. I know Andrew was fighting there. But yeah, like you said, man, Alex Nemeth made it through quite a few. I know he made it through day one into day two
Yeah.
of ADCC recently. So he's a super high level competitor in the zip code areas here.
Very cool. Brought to you by Boat Podcast.
Bard of all trades, that's me.
That's you?
That's me. I'll
That's
make
you?
sure you get a sticker if you want.
Yes, please.
Stickers.
Yeah, best jiu-jitsu and everything else podcasts around.
We have Michael Du against
His name's not even
Christian
on here.
Hannigan, right?
Chris Hannigan.
It is right here. Yes, that's correct. So, and Christian Hannigan at 159 versus Michael Du at 165.
Good throw
Right
by
out the
here. I
gate.
think we got some wrestling here.
Just a little bit.
Du, seasoned competitor inside the circle.
Yeah.
Coming fresh off a win against Drew Marsh at HCS 14. It wasn't the most exciting match. It was one of the more boring matches I've ever refed in my life. They both just gassed.
Yeah.
In ADCC, they're both looking at each other like, I don't want to do this anymore. But he's on a roll. That's back-to-back wins for him.
Yeah.
And he put this Dark Horse team together quickly.
Oh, there he goes. He's like,
And he's hunting the leg.
Yep.
He's hearing me. He said, you said boring?
Yep.
Well, no.
Dude's looking for that inside Senkaku for a second, but now Chris looking to have a really good strategy with using his length to get past the guard of Du. Du still has a good knee-elbow connection on the left side, and he's able to re-guard a little bit.
wait, can we talk about how Du and Namath are both wearing NBA jerseys?
Yep. It's a new staple they've been doing.
This is fantastic.
Oh, man. That's great.
You spent all this money on jerseys. Why? For jiu-jitsu.
If I was that big, I would do it too.
I don't blame him. I mean, why not just go shirtless, though, right?
It's pretty cold in here.
Fair.
You wouldn't want a cut injury based on how
Nipples.
It's a family show, gentlemen.
You guys are out of control.
Du on the leg on Christian, and he's just
Trying to invert, passing it over. Christian doing an excellent job of fighting that as well. Looking maybe to fight his own leg. Du again.
Well, what's really difficult too with the length mismatch too is that if you have an opponent that has shorter limbs, it's hard to execute what you've been training with training partners your size or bigger because of the depth perception.
Ooh, I like this.
he have it
Looks
in?
like a nice head and arm choke from Chris Hannigan. Ooh, Du is
going into-
grimacing,
oh, that's
wincing,
tight. That's
not,
tight.
not having a good time
He's
in
fighting.
there.
He gets the
There
tap.
it is. Once he gets secured that mount, it was a wrap. So that's a win
3 points for Saga.
Chris Hannigan.
What?
Chris Hannigan with the win there. We call him that an anaconda, a darce.
I think it was a darce.
It's hard to see.
A Darsaconda.
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 Darsaronica.
Yeah.
Darsa-
Or
oh, I like
arm
that one.
triangles. Just
Darsaronica.
an easy way to say
No.
it. Right?
Darsaronica.
Darsaronica.
Listen, if you can say inside Senkaku, we can say Dars.
Fair enough.
Whatever.
And we can also say
Darsaconda.
one sleeve rash guards, the Grim Reapers of
Yeah, I got my gear in the
repping it.
back.
I got my
Repping it.
one sleeve hoodie that I.
Oh, look, and Devoy has a
Wow, that's
Yeah.
a
jersey too.
Is that Jason Kidd?
Jason Kidd in the
That's
building.
Jason Kidd.
The Jersey jerseys. Why didn't they call themselves that?
They should have spelled them like the Monstars.
The jerseys.
The Monstars would have been appropriate.
It would have been.
Would have been absolutely
It would have been.
appropriate.
And we
They
have
probably
Anderson
came up with the
Nguyen.
idea for jerseys this morning, though.
Really.
And we have Anderson Nguyen from Saga Jiu-Jitsu taking on Matt DeVore now. Not gonna lie, big fan of the jerseys.
It's a good. Yeah,
I
it's a
love
good
it. It
touch.
looks like dad jitsu, to be honest. It's fantastic.
Well, Matt DeVore is a dad, so it's apt for him to do that. Matt, I think, is looking immediately to get a leg, sitting back for an inside Senkaku. I know because I've seen him do this a
and
hundred
he's got
times.
it. Nope.
He's
Anderson doing a really good job of just keeping the legs straight. Ooh, but it looks like Matt's able to secure
the
a
thing
grip.
with Matt's games. Ooh,
Ooh, is that like a Mikey lock? It's hard to see.
yeah, it's a Mikey lock variation, but the way that he keeps himself completely balanced on Anderson's legs, right, while attacking a leg lock, it's very intricate and it's very well practiced. So you could tell he's very comfortable in this position, and it most definitely took Anderson for a spin.
Absolutely.
Last time we saw Matt, he was in our first Grand Prix, and he hopped in on a 12-hour notice, and then he gave Kako his toughest match of the day. So it's a possibility maybe we see
Sounds
that.
like it.
I'd love to see that.
Yeah, indeed,
rematch.
indeed.
Are we going in for calf slicing now? Yes? Yes?
Oh,
Slicing?
man.
Because that means they're no longer friends. If you go for calf slicing. Friendship nullified.
Looks like Matt's looking to get some elevation here, collecting Anderson's far thigh. Looks like Matt's looking for some kind of almost like he's kind of like taking his time to enter like a false reap here. You see this? You seeing this? Oh my goodness!
You gotta
Straight
be
into
careful.
cross
Always
ashi.
Remember, oof, he's good defending. He got his knee out the center.
Very
There you
good
go.
from Anderson Nguyen getting out of that leg entanglement from Matt. Beautiful setup.
Position. Good. 10. 2-on-1. Beautiful.
Nice elevation from Matt DeVore here. And we have a weight discrepancy on this one, 182 for Anderson Nguyen and 175 for Matt DeVore. So not
too
that
bad.
bad. Not that bad.
It's a breakfast.
Yeah. That's a breakfast,
Big
right?
breakfast.
What
Yeah.
kind of breakfast are you having?
Good ones.
Anderson going in for some sort of a ankle
Potato
edema.
latkes.
With 3.5 minutes left on the clock here.
I just heard latkes and I thought applesauce.
Yeah, all of it. Tis the season.
Fa la 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 la. Oh wait, wrong faith.
Ooh, there it
There it is
goes.
for
Matt
the knee
DeVore
bar.
inverting for. It's kind of tough to say what he's looking for here. I think he just kind of wants to collect both
Like a nice
legs
little
with a
double
nice
trouble.
inside Sankaku situation here.
I really like the Texas cloverleaf variation.
Is that what you call it? Yeah. I
Yes.
call it a double trouble.
Yeah, the
Going
10th
in.
Planet guys call it double trouble, but like I have a lot of my other like nogi enthusiast friends call it the Texas cloverleaf because either way you're gonna get like shot with something.
That's
Fair
funny.
enough.
Yeah, Matt secures the figure four there. I think he's going to start
Well, then
looking
he's
to
going
get that
back.
heel exposure from
He's
Anderson.
got plenty of time too. He's got him tied up.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
And he got one out.
Yep.
And now inside. Oh,
Ooh,
damn,
great job
very
from
calm.
Anderson opening up that far leg to break open the inside Senkaku from Matt. Now Matt's kind of shotgunning the ankle here.
oh, Anderson going for
Ooh,
his.
going for an outside heel hook.
Oh, I thought he tapped.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Someone slapped something.
It's pretty explosive little exchange right
Was
there.
it a tap or a snap, Josh? Because we've heard those in here before. Myself
Similar
included.
noises.
Well done.
Similar noises.
I'm officially 55 matches in on the day already.
Bunyan. Minute 45.
There Matt goes, entering another leg entanglement. You can tell what Matt's game plan is here, and it seems like Anderson is kind of playing a reactive game here. Matt's definitely setting the pace with the attacks, and then Anderson's kind of responding with his defenses. Pretty effective, with about a minute and a half left in the match here.
Again, with the size mismatch, right? Like, if somebody's a little bit shorter or has shorter limbs, it's easier for them to kind of like float on the bigger person. Matt's just doing a really good job just like rotating and floating his weight while creating like pressure, right? Like he's like folding Anderson, but Anderson is also doing a good job again keeping his limbs like S-frames. So as long as he's framing and as long as Matt's able to just kind of stay on top of him and not really formulate a not really be able to complete a pass, he's a little bit more safe for the next 40 seconds.
No doubt. Matt's still on the bottom here. Anderson trying fiercely to pass. And he manages to get a nice side control on Matt DeVore here.
We have 30 seconds remaining in regulation.
Anderson looking for what looks like a camel crusher, and he loses the position.
Did you
The
just
price
say
you
camel
pay.
crusher?
That's what it looked like.
Yes. Yeah.
Here we go, here we go.
Man, Matt's super upset. He thought he had an inside heel hook there, but lost it. But Matt gets to choose where we're headed next.
We're going to have a back attack from Matt. Namath giving his advice on having him body triangle and just go for a right out.
Yep. Ooh, Anderson almost escapes. Very quick escape.
Stop. I love that I go over. You got that 3 seconds, and nobody uses it. And then, like, what are you talking about? Like, dude, we had this conversation.
It was in the rules.
So Matt now needs to escape in time or lose this round to Anderson. Oh, maybe Anderson gets a submission here.
That might be it.
It's over the...
And now his chin's cranked. That's tight. And he gets a tap.
There it is.
2 points.
Yeah, and Anderson from Saga Jiu-Jitsu
2
walks
points
away
for
with the
Saga.
W. Good stuff.
So we're up 2-0, right?
That's
It's
correct.
5-0.
Yeah, that was a fun match. Great job from Anderson, kind of keeping Matt's leg lock attacks at bay because he was throwing them relentlessly. And that's a dangerous person to throw leg locks at you.
And here comes the big boy.
No, Dennis the gun.
And they're like, all right, we're going to send one of our big boys. And here comes, it's like Dennis, and here comes Victor.
Oh, wow.
It appears that way.
This is a very...
Rocking the Chicago
Dude,
Bulls
yeah,
jersey.
they definitely made this decision. And Lewis
It's
didn't get the
coordinated. Oh, no.
text. Dennis versus Dennis Rodman.
Is that Dennis Rodman
Yeah.
on the back? That's great. Someone had Dennis Rodman on their rash guard shorts earlier, too. I was laughing
Making a
about
comeback,
it.
dude.
Yeah.
Well, B Team released a Chicago Bulls kit.
Yeah,
Did they really?
Oh, it's fantastic. And yesterday when I was at the Men of War event, this kid was just like completely
dripped.
Yeah, dripped in it, and he came out to "Let's get ready to rumble." Dun, 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 dun. I was like, all right, jock jams. You're cool.
All right. So it looks like,
Victor's looking for that
yep.
underhook coming to an armbar. Oh, front head. Oh, and a knee to the rib. There you go.
Yeah, these guys are beasts. Just a couple monsters
and they all
rolling
look
here.
like just have one tattoo.
I know. I was just about to say that.
Can't see which one stops where. Especially the legs. Look at it. And there we go.
Nice pass attempt here from
Oh,
Victor.
going deep half guard.
Dennis,
Good
yeah,
scramble.
Dennis looking for that half into that scramble, and we're reset. Dennis going to go on
Victor's
the
definitely
bottom.
going to look to use speed here.
Yeah.
And then as for the weights, these guys are quite close again. Dennis Gunnick at 222 pounds.
He's attacking that foot right in front of us. Ooh, and he attacked his foot. Out of bounds.
Wow. Scary situations are scary. Victor, again, coming in at 212 pounds. That was some suspense right there, man. Imagine if they would have hit the wall on the inside.
Or
there wouldn't have been a ring
poor
out then.
videographer by,
He wasn't paying attention.
would have been rolled right over.
My highlight would have just been a
Yeah, Dennis,
Matt's chilling in a bad spot right there, too. You don't know when
Yeah,
these two guys are going to explode
he,
right at
he
you.
wants to whisper the coaching. Yeah, Dennis looking, he's playing a very interesting bottom half guard here where he looks like that top leg is kind of like pinching really heavy on Vic's leg, similar to kind of what something Angelo does, where it just makes it super heavy and uncomfortable to even be in the position.
Yeah, but Dennis is doing a really good job of keeping that elbow-knee connection, and Victor is getting a little. It looks like a sped-up frustration battle in that sense.
Yeah.
And he has to be, and he's very cautious now with his feet, knowing that
Yeah.
Dennis has his own leg attacks and foot attacks from here.
Ooh, Victor just rolling right over, getting control on the left arm into a seat belt on Dennis. He has one knee inserted. I think he needs to start figuring out what he's going to do and try to take this back.
We're halfway through regulation here.
Nice. Yes, sir.
Oh, but he's
we
got
are.
back
Here we
now. Oh, he can move.
Victor secured
He's
the
moving.
back.
Going to
And
power
Victor
half
has that-
over here on Victor.
Yep.
Well, Victor has a power.
Yep, secured the seat belt. Got the hooks in. Victor's in a pretty strong position here on Dennis. Dennis doing a pretty good job of defending. Great hand fighting from both of these guys here.
I feel like Dennis is trying to do a wrist lock. Or tried.
Yeah.
I don't think we've had a wrist lock inside the circle.
Not yet. I'm working on it.
All right.
Working on it.
The gi has made its way.
It might be no-gi.
Oh, okay.
Maybe. Oh. Victor just doing a really good job just keeping himself like wrapped onto Dennis. He's
Yeah.
annoying like saran wrap.
And very relentless hand fighting, just digging for that neck. And Dennis is huge head and shoulders make it very difficult to get into the neck. Great coaching from Matt DeVore. Some of the best banter in the league right here.
Oh, good pass. Oh.
Yeah, another great scramble from these guys.
And we're out.
And Marissa scurries away as fast as she can.
Marissa, please leave.
Got a minute 20. And I hope my wall can support them as they approach it.
Unless they're both going in 100 miles an hour, we're good.
Into Planet Fitness we go.
Yeah. Pretty ironic that they crashed through the wall with that says "Don't be the nail" on it.
Less than a minute to go here. They're both back up on their feet. The thing about big boy jiu-jitsu is the gas tank, right? Like it's a matter of like who can outstand the other
Yep.
in that sense.
Takes a lot of fuel to run those tanks.
Yes.
Yeah, and they're both kind of feeling it, I think, at this point. Probably identified the clock.
30 seconds.
Not in a rush. Just looking to get into that overtime round at this point. These guys are definitely gassed, like Lydia mentioned.
Oof.
And they're just heavy clubs, heavy ties at this point too, right? Like they're no longer at a point finding the sub. They're at a point right now trying to figure out, okay, who can out tire whom, and how can I win in the overtime?
3,
Yeah, how can I wear
2,
them down?
1, time. Going overtime.
And the decision goes to Dennis for whether he's going to do attacking or defending first.
He said, back, I guess.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Are you sure? He didn't seem like he was very.
When's dinner?
That's a very good question.
Right out the gate.
He's got to go. And
Nice.
Victor's out.
1,
Yeah.
2. Oh, he's got that Kimura.
Victor's definitely aware of it, and he
1,
gets
2,
out.
3. Stop. At the end of the day, it is the ref's discretion if the submission is getting attempted.
Absolutely. I think that was a fair call.
It was a good. He had that lock. These are
Yeah.
big boys. You
Yeah.
know, it only takes a second.
Yeah, really.
Or less.
Time doesn't matter, so that won't come into play. If Victor can find a sub here, that'd be very big
Yeah, that would be huge.
for the team score.
Yeah, it looks like Vic has only one leg in
if he can
there.
get him
he's
flattened
got,
out,
he's got
though.
both of the hooks back in now.
He's good. He's on top. And
Looks
there
like
you go.
Dennis
That's
was
where you
trying to
gotta
shake
be.
him off.
Uh-oh. Big boys are coming up.
Yep. This is really smart for Vic. He's got a double under setup, which makes sliding off actually a lot harder.
He has become officially the backpack of doom. And
Yeah,
this is a really
absolutely.
terrible position to be in when you're the guy carrying the backpack, because now it's his weight, your weight, and it's ragging down on your
Got
spine.
20.
Especially
good-
with the weight.
Good
right?
rear change.
Oh,
He
yeah.
just got to look to stay on right now.
Yeah, definitely.
Get the team win.
Yeah, about 10 seconds left. If Vic can ride this out, I believe that gives him the victory. Correct me if I'm
That'll
wrong.
give him 1 point for Dark Horse. In 3, 2, 1, time.
And there you go. The victor took down the gun. So that's a W for
Dark Horse.
The first W for
It's
them
5-1 now.
today.
With 2 matches
Yep.
left.
That victory going to Victor
Yes, and
Pazzini.
So they got to
brought
win
to
out.
us by Savvy Fit Soaps, handmade plant-based soaps.
Really freaking natural. It smells
I like
good,
that.
though.
I like that stuff.
It smells
Yeah.
so good.
The tea tree.
Well, it's good because, you know, people that have like skin problems, or I have eczema, so it's nice to have those like
Yeah.
soaps, especially after training.
Oh, you need it.
I used to
Yeah.
use some soaps that I would just break out in.
Oh,
that
yeah,
that said would be good for
Oh,
you,
yeah?
but I haven't broken out yet.
That's good.
Good to know.
Knock on wood.
I got to try some. I'd love to compliment them. I'm running, I think, just armbar soap still right now.
I got
They got
myself.
candles, too, that smell like fucking pretty good.
I'm all about the candles. I got a dog that smells like cheddar every 3 weeks. So
All right. It
So
looks
there
like
seems some
Kyle
confusion.
is discussing.
But they send out first. This is the 3rd match, correct? Fourth match that you send out first.
Looks like Sonny Roche is coming in for Saga.
And that did not change the decision. Team Dark Horse Lewis is still ready to go.
Yeah.
Or that did change the decision on Saga, though. And now Captain Kyle Myers is coming. So now it does change, because now they change their mind. So now Alex Nemeth's going to come in. See? Welcome to the game.
all right, here we go.
Nice. I'm excited to actually see this matchup.
try to
This
do
is
the
going to be
fake out.
fun.
Freak out. Hold on. Alex and Kyle.
Alex Nemeth versus Kyle Myers. This is going to be a good one. One for the books.
Yep. Hopefully they stay over there.
This is
Please.
the stuff
Please.
of legends right here, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a bloodbath, or so we can hope.
All right, here we go.
Both of them undefeated inside the circle. Kyle's last time was at the Pro Duels last year. 3-0. Nemeth 1-0. And
Namath just has like this force of hell whenever he wants to pass. Like we saw it at the ADCC trials, right?
and he's going for a total.
Oh, there he goes. As I'm saying that. But he
What?
just throws in whatever he needs to try to maintain the pressure. And Kyle's just doing a really good job of just trying to like keep the flexibility in his
Yeah.
legs and just move around, right? It's
And he
hard
has
to carry that weight.
Super unusual flexibility for someone his size too. Kyle's been spamming go-go platas this year. It's crazy.
And I think Namath recognizes that, and that's why he's able to like kind of try to put a stop to it.
Good body.
Great counter wrestle like from Alex right there. And then Kyle quickly going right into a rubber guard situation.
And picks him up. And I think he's going to... Nope.
And both of these guys are frequently in the weight room on their Instagram. So I'm
Oh,
very
yeah.
excited to see like whose strength and conditioning coach is doing the best work.
Well, Alex power lifts, right? And then as
Yeah.
somebody who has a gym inside of a powerlifting club, let me tell you, like that depth of strength is very different. It's almost a natural animalistic barbarianism when they have to lift, right? So you're kind of seeing that like depth whenever like Alex is moving around, but Kyle also just like
Kimura
not.
here.
Yeah.
It looks like Kyle has a kind of set up a Kimura. It was really kind of shallow on the forearm there.
It's tough to try to do anything on Wolverine.
absolutely.
Over here, though. Absolutely. It's exactly like him.
Ooh, I like the snipe. Alex looking to dig in on a leg here. Really cool. Kind of inside Senkaku. Started with a sweep, but both these guys back up on the feet now. Kyle with a nice inside collar tie. And they're kind of just feeling each other out right now. And we have 3 minutes 45 left on the clock.
Marissa providing coaching for Dark Horse for Alex.
Oh, I like that inside trip attempt from Kyle.
Remember, forklift, right?
And here comes the shirt.
Oh, here it goes.
I don't know about you guys, but I love to see it.
He's warm now.
Yeah.
Go Anton.
That's what the guys in the animes do, right? When they
When
mean
they're ready.
business, they take the armor
Or any
off.
street fight that
Right?
happens.
Yeah, really.
I'm sorry, if I ever get involved with a street fight and the guy takes his shirt off, I'm like, you win. Goodbye.
Nice rubber guard setup from Kyle. Fishing for the go-go. Has an interesting arm lock here on Alex. Alex is
I don't like it. I don't
persisting
like it. I don't
through.
like it. I don't like
does
it.
look pretty bad at the moment.
Alex seems pretty calm, though.
Alex
And
is
he's
really
out.
calm. My God. Gotta love when a man really knows his body, knows what it's capable of.
My heart's in my chest. My heart's in my throat right now.
His
Hold on.
elbow is not
Yeah,
in
that
his spot.
was not looking good.
My
at all.
EMT is here today, though. He's up front.
I can't breathe. That was hard.
Yeah, that was brutal. So Alex looking to pass now. Kyle with this really interesting knee shield situation here.
A little less than 2 minutes.
Yeah, Kyle has a really interesting knee shield here where it's kind of like folded in so tightly. It's probably really difficult to pass for Alex. Having a hard time.
Well, he also has to be very careful, too. Right now, he's aware what kind of submissions Kyle is able to throw up, so
Yeah.
he's a little bit on the precarious side. SAT vocabulary word time.
There you go. Word of the day.
Yes,
Looks like
precarious.
Kyle's looking maybe to get another one of those sweeps like he did previously. Back up on the feet for both of these gentlemen. Heavy inside collar tie from Kyle Myers. Alex counters with his own. Now we have a nice tie up from both of these guys. Kyle looked to kind of get a headlock there.
Leading with that head.
Kind of a, I challenge you in that sense, right?
Yeah.
Minute to go.
When the two gorillas just look at each other and say, it's time to go. Just chest bump.
Gotta pound the chest. That's the way it goes.
I'll take a pound on the chest right now. It'd be great for highlight.
For real.
Oh, goes for a head.
Excellent job. Kyle looking for another
Super
rubber
bendy,
guard
man.
setup here, yeah. Super unique
It's
style.
so
30
unnerving
seconds
to see
left
how
on the
flexible
clock.
this man is.
Yeah.
And then he goes attack. Oh, no. I thought his arm was trapped again.
20 seconds.
Nice elevation from Kyle. Just kind of keeping Alex at bay, not letting him inside that guard at all. A few seconds left. Looks like we're heading to overtime. And they both know it.
And this is where it really plays, you know.
Nice little
Nevin's gotta
respectful
find this out.
handshake
Oh,
there.
now we're naked. Now we're 100% naked.
And the gorilla fight is beginning.
Yeah.
Please keep your pants on.
It's a family show.
Please don't.
It's a family show.
Pants on party.
Pants on
Party of grappling right
Pants
here.
off, dance off.
Guys, it's
All right,
Sunday.
there we go. Kyle setting up a spider web here, opting for the armbar. Let's see if it works out.
One, two, three, stop.
Pretty quick escape from Alex.
So now, Alex
like
needs a
he-
sub. If
Yeah.
he doesn't get a sub, Saga's going to win the duel, regardless of how you size up.
Okay, yeah, because of the way the points are.
Yep.
Yep. Okay, so Alex requires a submission.
I mean, if he gets out, we go to HCS, you still can find the sub in there. But
Yeah.
And got a good body triangle. Is he underneath that net? Oh,
Kyle keeping Alex's hands at bay. Great hand fighting from both of these guys. Kyle looks pretty calm and collected, or as calm as you can be in this situation with a bear like Alex on your back.
He doesn't like it. 30 seconds.
Really strong body triangle from Nemeth here.
20 seconds. You got it.
Looks like Alex is just maintaining the double unders. I don't know if he's aware of the situation about
think
the
so either.
yeah, the depth of the situation, unfortunately. With only 5 seconds
and 3,
remaining.
2, 1. Time. All right. So I mean, we'll continue the duel, but
has the ride
we're gonna
out.
have a Saga and Juicehead final.
Nice.
But we still have one more match, right?
Yep. We still got to do the match, but
Yeah.
Yep.
the duel is locked up.
So there's Alex Nemeth for the W there, and we're moving on to the next one.
Oh wait, no, it's not. I can't. No, it's not. I kid. If Lewis gets a sub here, we're tied.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I was gonna
it looks like-
say.
it looks
I can
like,
do
yeah,
math.
I was just about to look over
Just
at the
kidding,
points.
guys.
I'm like,
It's
boy
is it
math over
possible?
here.
Boy, man, it's been a long day.
It has been a long day.
It's been a long weekend. It's been a long
It's been
day.
a long life.
Looks like Luis Cabrera. Is it Cabrera
And how many
or
subs?
Cabrera?
How many subs
Cabrera.
are there?
Okay, so we're missing
Only
an
one,
R here.
right?
One.
Only
sub.
one for them.
Yeah.
So if he gets a sub, we're at the tie
To wear a
again.
tie.
And then it's the same thing that we had. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So Lewis
I
subs.
like
we win.
Lewis has like an amalgamation of a bunch of horror movies
Lewis
tattooed
gets
into
a
his
sub, they win.
arm.
Yes.
It's like Freddy with
If Lewis
Jason's
subs,
mask.
you win.
That's got to be. I don't want to get choked by that arm.
And honestly, this probably worked out for matchups. I don't know much about Sonny, but Lewis is a very competitive black belt.
Another
I
ADCC
think,
guy.
I think Sonny's actually purple, maybe brown. I've
Definitely
only
size a
yeah.
little different here.
Quite a
168
bit.
to-
Sonny has an interesting
184.
style. He's going for a nice inversion here. I think he's looking for a leg. Looking for Lewis's leg. Is it Lewis or Luis?
Luis.
Luis,
Luis
roger that.
Cabrera.
The white version is Lewis. That's my version.
That's your version. That's y'all's version.
I don't know.
And half of my version. Nice and heavy here.
And this is where you're going to see, oh, Sonny doing a good job throwing his legs up there. And a good pass there. The wall might get in the
Yeah,
way.
Luis using that wall to the advantage, helping him secure this side control on Sonny. Very strong side control
Putting his
position
head
from
onto that far
Luis.
side, looking for an arm triangle set up.
Yeah, you can see his right middle and ring finger going into the armpit, just kind of pulling the head in.
Yeah,
That's
getting
like
it
a-
tight. Yeah, looking to
Yeah.
pass. That's what he's looking for. And here we go.
Secures the
mount.
mount.
And he's got the grip.
Oh, he has a strong head
It
and arm
might be. Yeah,
on Sonny.
and that wall's, you got to help him here. Got nowhere to go.
Sonny almost went to tap, but I think he had a second decision.
He also has
second
his
win.
hand like this way
yeah.
He's
inside
also
as
got
well.
Yeah.
4 minutes to deal with this.
It's room. It gives room.
There
Yeah,
it is.
and there
you
it
can
is.
see
All
it's
right.
All right, so now we're at a tiebreaker.
We're at a tiebreak here again. What? Arm triangle. We'll confirm.
All right, so that means Dark Horse wins. Or
No, it's a tie. So we have to
well,
figure out the
Dark
math.
Horse wins the number of one matches, right?
Right.
And now, because the score's 5-5.
Due to first,
So here we go.
Oh, I guess I was wrong.
Wait, hold on.
you have the arm triangle, get an overtime sub.
But
Yeah, 5-5. The sub in overtime is 2.
Yeah, but it's 5-5, and they won 3. Dark Horse won 3 of the.
One via Doris in regulation. Anderson won by rear naked choke in overtime. Vic won via escape. Alex won via escape. And Lewis won via
oh, it's the
number
most
of submissions. Yep. Well, that's the way the cookie crumbles.
I mean, it's a sub-only tournament too, right? So we have to also put that into
Got it. Yep,
consideration.
yep.
That makes sense.
That's it. That's the name of the game, baby.
So now we have Juice Heads against Saga for
That's correct. Sauce Team's own Juice Heads and Saga here. Wow. So now are we going to have the losing teams
We'll do third
decide
first, yeah.
third? Yep, that's kind of what I had thought.
oh wow.
tiebreakers are tiebreakers.
Yeah. It's an interesting rule set. I like it though. It makes you need to kind of game it a little. You need to be aware of that stuff
Yeah,
as you
absolutely.
approach this.
Yeah, I feel that.
I don't dislike it either, right? It
No.
favors the attack.
Well, not only that too, right? It's again, you have to take a look at how other rule sets play. Other rule sets play like positional or etc. Right? What I really like about HCS, you have your regulation and you have your 3 overtimes. If you can't get it done in the first regulation, you have 3 attempts for a rebuttal or to kind of like revive yourself a little bit, right? Like just to kind of like save yourself. But when it comes to the duels, you have to have that sense of urgency to like sub, right? Like, yes, and in a normal match, if Namath would have just held him there and would have just had that ability to just kind of like keep him there, yes.
Yeah.
If this was a regular pro duel, yeah, that's absolutely a win.
Yeah.
But when we're dealing with submission against submission, you have to be conscientious and you have to fight for the finish.
Yeah. It's got to be the priority. It's got to be the priority.
I think we're gonna go on a little bit of a hiatus right now.
That makes sense. Give the team a little bit of recharge break.
Yeah. So we'll be back in 5 minutes.
I guess so. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. I want to just give a brief shout out to some of our very gracious sponsors for making this HCS event a reality. We're going to bring some of them up. We got Savvy Fit Soaps. I'm going to sit over here so my face ain't covered. Savvy Fit Soaps. Handmade in the USA. Made in New Jersey. Made in New Jersey.
Eczema friendly.
Yep. You were just mentioning that. Absolutely. We got another sponsor coming up here in just a moment. One sleeve.
Here we go.
And you already know Lydia's rocking it. If she's wearing it, you know it's good.
Very
it's good.
comfortable,
Is it
high
comfy?
quality. Absolutely, very high quality material. I'm enjoying myself very much in this hoodie.
That's awesome stuff. And I'm assuming U.S. made as well. But we got the Bard of All Trades podcast. Guys, come on, man. Support your local boy. You know I'm supporting all these athletes and stuff like this. I'm bringing the jiu-jitsu community together and always giving the highest quality commentary and bringing you guys out to the podcast when you win stuff. Come on. Follow me, subscribe, all the good stuff. Thank you very much for your support.
Are you on
that.
Spotify?
I'm not yet, and I need to get there. I had this goal. I wanted to get the YouTube partnership and make sure all my fans were finding me there first, and then I'll branch out. But I think I shot myself in the foot, so I think I'm just gonna. I have 1,000 subs, but it's like there's so many criteria you have to meet. It's actually very annoying.
Yeah, it seems that
So I
way.
think I'm just gonna send it right to Spotify. Starting in 2024, so keep an eye out, ladies and gentlemen.
That's only
Bard
in
of
like
All
6
Trades coming
weeks.
out. Yeah, it is. Keep an eye out in January. But yeah, we got we're going for the third place position right here, the pole position. And what's really cool right here, guys, is I was chatting with Josh, and he was saying that this is also, these matches contribute to your seeding in the HCS architecture in the future. So if you have seeding in any kind of tournament, this stuff is going to affect that. So I'm really excited to see these guys. We're going to see Dark Horse face off against the Purple Cobras. Pretty funny. The heaviest team versus the lightest team.
Never underestimate the little guy, right? Like, I
David
made
and
that mistake
Goliath.
one time, thinking, oh, she's a light feather. No, that was bad. Bad idea. Bad Lydia. Good pizza.
All right. So we have Michael Deuce starting it off against.
We had a switch on the Logie.
I think so. All right.
It's a switcheroo.
Yeah, the old
Hey, this guy's
switcheroo.
new.
So who's
this?
who
So
is
this
that
is
guy?
Nick.
That's Nick Logie?
Yeah,
Nick
he
who?
wasn't on the roster, but hey,
Yep.
he's here.
Is that allowed, Josh?
For,
What in tarnation?
they look very identical, and yeah, it's a Logie. Logie,
Yeah.
that's what we're gonna go with.
And we got Michael Dew from the Dark Horse. Nick going for some thick passing here. Very heavy on with a club through both legs. Michael Dew. Dew doing a pretty good job. Framing. Keeping Nick at bay.
What's hard about this type of passing, right? You're kind of not isolating the person's hip, so you see how Michael Dew is still able to shift and move around.
Absolutely.
But Nick doing a really good job of just transitioning into the north-south.
North-south, yeah. Just was relentless with his circling,
Yeah,
and that's what
absolutely.
ended
That's
up
how-
working.
That's how you can beat people that
Definitely.
are like, flexible about them.
Yeah.
Dew has to be very careful. Like, Nick is doing some sort of a smother with his legs over there.
Yeah, I think he might be looking for some kind of reverse triangle, maybe fishing for an opening a little bit, but mainly just keeping pressure, keeping Dew down. Looks like that shoulder was pretty deep into the solar plex, really wearing him down. That can be super annoying.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dew just kind of trying to get some frames, open up some space. Ooh, and there's
got a lot
that
there,
reverse
yeah.
triangle. Called it. You owe me a Coke, Josh. I like the defense that Dew has. He's kind of bending his arm in. It might be giving him a little bit of space to breathe. And it looks like Nick isn't actually able to close that
No, 'cause
triangle
he
as
has-
good as he wants. Dew is fighting, gritting to get through that. What a very, very strong perseverance from Dew. It looks like he wants to bring both arms through. That's going to give him the ability to get some more room, and it breaks it open. Nick Logie finding an opportunity then to shoot for what appears to be an arm bar.
Yeah, Dew trying to stack, keeping his hands really just kind of connected into the legs. But Nick has his feet crossed, so in my experience, I feel like those types of arm bars are not as strong as a kind of like a leg curl arm bar, right?
Yeah, definitely, and we
Knees
just
pinched,
saw
legs
that.
curled.
Yep,
Yeah,
Dew was able to get out.
got to work those hammies.
Ooh, and we're back into another triangle for Nick Logie here.
Dude just kind of like pushing through, right? He's doing a good job of keeping himself tall, but he also has both hands in.
Yeah, very persistent. Defenses from Du. Keeping the frames nice and strong. That's all he can probably do against an opponent of Nick's size. I don't know how much Nick Logie weighs, but it looks like it's a significant amount more
I'd
than
like
Du.
to say low twos, high ones. Like
Yeah.
maybe like 190 to 200. I'll give him a 10
I'd say at least 200.
Just
between
based on his
100 and
legs.
300.
Yeah.
That's a good. What's the
Did you
average?
weigh him? Did you weigh him, Josh?
Yeah, sure.
What does he weigh?
I did not.
You did not.
Again, I didn't know he was competing.
Oh man.
All the conversation we had was, I just got off knee surgery, but I'm down to go.
All right.
That's a dangerous. That's a dangerous assessment. Over here.
Yeah. Oh
And
man.
he got his back taken.
Do indeed went through and oh my God, lost the back take. That was an awesome little scramble there. Got to see Du come out, and we have just under 2 minutes remaining.
He obviously brought his gear.
Yeah.
We have like a minute 35 to go. Du just trying to collect himself a little bit. This is a pretty fast-paced match.
Yeah, definitely. Du looking for like a nice arm saddle kind of situation maybe. Nope. Ends up getting circled around, and now Nick Logie securing pretty strong side control on Du. Du with the phone defense there, doesn't want to give up any
Oh man.
gift wrap. Almost lost his position to that armbar. But we're back on the feet for Nick Logie and on the pulling the guard for Du. I think Du looks like he's definitely being worn down by just the sheer weight discrepancy. He's definitely
Size and-
tired.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ooh,
also,
this
too,
is-
if
yeah.
someone's just come off a surgery or come off an injury, they're rested, right? Like, regardless of what the situation is, they're
we
rested.
go
They've had time
north-south.
away. Oof.
Du has a nice frame there, denying the north-south.
What is that, the Darsaconda?
30 seconds remain in the bout.
Oh, and he
Ooh,
goes.
Du shooting a straight ankle on Nick Logie.
And
Nick
he
is
got
able
out.
to escape. 15 seconds remain.
Oh, good pass.
Oh, man.
10 seconds. And he's throwing it up there.
Yep, going for that S mount. Nick Logie wants that triangle finish, but he's only got 3 seconds to get it done. And it looks like we're moving into OT.
Wow.
Didn't see who won the flip there, but
Logie.
oh, it looks like he's opting to defend first. Interesting, man. I don't know if I'd ever choose to go for a second in this situation.
It just depends on your defense game and your confidence in like your back takes, right? Like
Yeah.
So or whatever you are. If you feel that like for example, Logie was very confident in the fact that he could either escape or ride out Du's positioning. But if let's say you kind of have some like literature on your opponent,
Yeah.
and you're confident that hey I can beat that position on them, then that's fine. But we've
Definitely.
seen Du in multiple, overtime situations where he's either escaped or he's able to kind of like hold the person in that position. So if he can,
We're going to get a sips out.
yep.
1,
Wow.
2, 3.
Wow. Okay. So that's an escape. So
Yep.
Michael has to escape.
Correct. Domendo.
Yeah. Oh man, this is gonna be rough. I'm just thinking about the ADCC rules between these guys. That's gonna be brutal.
That's a tight body triangle right away.
Yeah, super
That's-
tight.
that's
by
gonna be
Nick
tough
Logie.
to
Which
work
knee
through.
got the surgery, man? He's looking healthy here.
Maybe just sandbagging it.
Yeah. I mean, his team has enough weight left over that I guess it's.
They could have waited 4 more people.
Yeah. Ooh,
Oh, there it is.
dude,
And
that's a
and
nice
tap.
short choke. Great
2
short
points.
choke.
2 points for the Purple Cobras. Pop, pop.
There
Purple
it is.
Cobras? Yes.
Yes, yes.
Oh, is that a dodgeball reference? I just realized from your noise what that was.
That's what they're last year. Last year they all had rash guards.
That's
Actually,
great.
there's one over there in the black. Nate Calabini. Globo Gym.
Oh yeah, that's great.
Great job, Cap.
That's great.
The Cap on the clock. Not inside the circle. Unfortunately, just took an update that the Jets are down 16-0. And my fantasy team likes to not help me out either. But anyway, back over here. Look, see, Purple Cobras. He's got it on.
I love it. I love it. Good reference.
Feelings are hurt, Josh.
Yeah, Zach Wilson stinks. Not even Greg DeLeg have points. He's killing me here.
Matt going
Anyway,
in
back.
against Dietrich here.
Fun fact, this is Matt's first time wearing a basketball jersey ever. I talked to him in the intermission. They sent out a text last week
I believe it.
because
That's
Nemeth
fantastic.
always
I wonder
competes in
where
basketball jerseys.
they got the jerseys from.
All
Goodwill.
Ne- Amazon.
Nemeth's closet.
Oh
essentially.
really? Yeah, I believe it.
Dietrich just tries to bite on a heel hook, but again, right, limb size discrepancy.
Yeah, and Matt's specialty is leg locks. So we're gonna see some interesting stuff from him here. What is that? Is a very. I don't even know
That's
what
like
this.
it's
What
kind of
is
like
this?
a modified crab ride,
Yeah.
and
Wow.
It's called chasing the tail.
Chasing the tail.
Chasing the tail.
I've never seen that
what,
before.
What in the nogi is this?
What in the nogi is this?
Dietrich
Excellent
always
stuff. Yeah,
just
Matt just
smiling,
having
just-
a blast right here.
That's all we want. Happy, happy.
Looks like these guys are trading some foot play here. Matt looking like he kind of wants to pass here. Dietrich has a nice underhook here. Maybe, ooh, a nice
going for the
arm saddle. And that results in a nice arm lock position.
But again,
Matt
right?
not panicking.
No, not at all, because
To a Kimura.
Ooh.
To an armbar.
And
Back to
is
a
able to
Kimura,
kind of do like a
back to
hitchhiker
an
escape.
omoplata, into a roll Donda.
Matt is just
And
kind of
Matt's done.
flowing through it.
And Matt laid on his back. Here's a
Yeah.
go.
he's like, this is where I'm just hanging out. Dietrich's just giggling.
He's just having a blast.
Again, there's that small limb discrepancy, right? Like you have shorter limbs on shorter kings, so you have to plan your attack on the joint, right?
Yeah.
Especially like with arm locks and leg locks, right? If the person is a little short limbed, then it's harder to kind of lock that in.
Definitely.
You can never find my feet because they're basically non-existent.
Got it.
8.5, baby.
Noted. Can you still wear kid shoes?
No, I wish.
Be cheap. That'd be
yeah,
cheap, man.
I can just buy one pair of shoes for me and my son and go forward.
Yeah.
I know an adult competitor who still fits into kid skis.
Pretty sure it's size 6 is the children. 5, 6.
Is it?
Is it a female that's fitting in
no,
the
it's
kids?
a
No, because
male.
5, 6,
Really?
right? Because 5, 6 is the same size for the female, no? And then after 7 it goes up?
No, it's
I don't know.
no. I think women are like 2 sizes bigger.
Nice. So I'm really
Ooh,
a size
Matt with a really,
10.
really interesting kind of scramble there.
Anyway,
Matt
back to
looking,
jiu-jitsu.
yeah,
Yes.
Matt looking to get it past. I like this double unders. Can probably work to get a sweep from Dietrich. He's got a post on the inside hip of Matt here.
Yeah, Matt just did a really good job again keeping those hips wide, knees spread. Anytime you want to defeat the butterfly sweep or defeat the position for like any inside real estate movement, you have to keep yourself wide and like heavy, right?
Yeah, for sure. Matt secured a nice mount here. It looks like he might be fishing for a head and arm. He's got the beginning stages of that set up. Kind of difficult to see from here, but there we go. Yeah, Matt's working for some sort of trap here. Almost had like a beginning setup of a gift wrap there. Maybe he was looking for the back. Just looking for some openings. He's got about 2 minutes to work, so he's got time.
Matt kind of has Dietrich's left elbow trapped in for some sort of like a head and arm variation. Matt doing a really good job of just keeping his head on the
Yeah, to
his ear on
staple
the
it.
tricep.
I think Matt might be looking for a Americana rather, but it looks like Dietrich was able to escape that.
Just under a minute 30 to go.
Ooh, a nice, I don't know, what was that? Backside 50-50 entry from Dietrich?
Oh, Dietrich.
Nice read.
That was
Oh, looks like Dietrich
Purple Cobra.
was able to secure a straight ankle finish on Matt DeVore there.
Oof.
With very little time to spare, too.
regulation sub.
So that's a regulation submission.
Purple Cobra is up 5. Purple Cobras went out to a lead, though, in the semis, too. So you're never safe inside the circle.
No, sir.
Luis?
Who will the Cobra send out next?
Now we're going to go with Guy.
Which guy?
Guy Lo-
Dilogy.
Oh, that guy.
That guy. This guy.
This
See, he has the rash guard, too. The only one that doesn't have it is the team leader, Robbie Bloom.
This should be a really fun match. They both have like a very bulldozing type of style, right? Like their
Yeah.
stand-up is pretty well matched, pretty even. Guy has like that inside collar tie, and he's using that left elbow kind of like as like a reader. Luis trying to jump guard. We saw Luis's top game a
Ooh,
little
nice
bit before.
elevation attempt.
Yeah, we saw his top game before, so it's kind of like showcasing his bottom game. Guy again, utilizing that staircase passing methodology where he's keeping his spine straight, his hips low, and creating that pressure downward.
Quick New York Jet update. Thomas Morstead faked a punt and threw it to Eccles for a giant 40-yard gain in the first down.
All right.
And we're back.
Okay.
Football.
Gangrene.
Yep.
Luis looking to get this inside leg escaped, doing a lot of nice shoulder crunching onto Guy's face. Looks like he's got a little bit of exposure from Guy, but Guy ties that bottom half guard back up.
They're using the pole to kind of use some leverage. Guy has his right arm kind of in the armpit, trying to like bait Luis to either try to stuff the leg in, so maybe he can finish in with some sort of triangle. But again, Luis has a very heavy smash pass attempt going on right now. You know, the key to a good smash is what we're seeing here, guys, ladies and gentlemen. You know, we're seeing transitioning from knees to toes, right? And that creates that weight, and that creates an equal distribution. And Guy just snapping in on a Kimura attempt to try to maybe get Luis to resettle his weight backwards to take some of the pressure off his hips.
Really hunting that Kimura there, and Luis is out.
Yeah, Luis looking for some openings and things like this. This is kind of just like a very patient style from two very high-level practitioners. It's just a game of inches at this point. I like this overhook that Guy Logi has on Luis's left arm.
Luis has some sort of like a partial body lock, but Guy has his left arm trapped in here. So he has to be careful of like one or two things, right? Whether he's going to utilize that as a mirror lock or before I can even go on, Luis is using his arms to kind of fit himself in, right? He's doing the right thing of keeping the hands by the armpits, keeping his head above or in the same level as Logi's head. And here we go. Oh,
Ooh, a little too far out from the shot there.
I'm loving the judo vocabulary coming out of Dark Horse's corner.
Yeah. Yeah, they like, those guys really like the Japanese words for any jiu-jitsu situation.
Oh,
You're going to hear the senkaku before you hear the saddle out of them.
All good.
I
So-
love it.
So we're at 1:40. Just Luis is just relentless with this
Yeah.
smash pass. Again, shifting knees, toes, and he's moving up and down. And Guy's just feeling kind of trapped, and he's utilizing any type of movement to create space between himself and Luis at this point.
Yeah, really even match too.
Yeah.
Both of these guys have been on top and on bottom about the same amount of time, from what I've been noticing.
It's a really nice technical matchup, and kind of happened like a flip of a coin, quite literally.
Just a minute left in the match.
yep. Oh, he's tagging that. Ooh, the wall's not going to help him there. Oh,
Oh man, Luis entered an excellent outside heel hook
40
there
seconds.
on Guy Logi.
into a pull.
Ooh, Guy looking to get his own straight ankle set up here on Luis.
Luis staying very calm.
Yeah, Luis
for how
is super
deep that leg's
calm.
in.
Yeah, looks
got
like
20
he's
seconds.
chilling. The legs bent.
Oh,
it
now
looks
he's
like
going to attack
Luis
his
is
own.
going to counter leg
oh.
lock.
Oh, that was.
15
Then he
seconds
smiled
to
at
go.
him and said, "Hi, I almost got you."
Yeah, they broke the exchange up, and now it looks like we're probably going to head to overtime
We
at
got
this
5
point.
seconds.
Yep.
Wow.
And it looks like Guy Logi gets to decide the fate of the first half of this OT round.
All right, guy took defense.
Looks like it. The room's still packed. We want to know the fate, the HCS champion. We want to know the decision here.
The team duels is our favorite concept.
No doubt.
Looking to keep on building on it.
Luis starting out with a really patient attacks. And Guy trying to rotate the hips. He needs to defeat Luis's really tight body triangle first.
He's utilizing his right leg, that's like the cross, right, top, for the body triangle to kind of be like a mini fish hook in between Guy's legs. And he's using that to kind of read where the hips are and kind of like ride the hips in that sense.
Yeah, Luis being really patient with his attack here. Just kind of nagging Guy right now. And it looks like there's going to be no escape for Guy here as we move on to the second half.
Of overtime.
And Instantly gets out. One,
Yeah.
2, 3.
Yeah, Luis escapes
Escapes.
quite quickly. Less
Luis
than
gets
10
another win on the
seconds.
day. That makes it 5-1 with 2 matches to go.
Oh, shit. Excuse me.
Right? Yeah, 2 matches to go.
Yep.
You said 5-1. And there it is.
Down by 4. With the big men to go.
Yep, looks like
Uh-oh,
Victor's
we got
getting ready
Victor
to
versus
walk
Jose here.
out
This is gonna
onto
be
the
a fun one.
match.
This is going to be an
A
aggressive
giant
one.
shout out to One Sleeve Rash Guards. Making the best hoodies in the game. Man, these guys are so big.
Up, and it looks like they're
intimidating.
changing. They're changing
Oh,
mind. They're
changing
mind
the
here.
decisions. Looks like Jose Soto's coming out.
You broke it.
Oh, he
broke
broke
my
it. He said,
band?
I'm too strong for this.
You broke my band.
Oh,
It happened. It finally happened.
I need one that can withstand a higher power level.
The Velcro means nothing to me.
I love it. Jose Soto with quite the dope drip.
Some little last-minute instructions from Matt over there.
And Victor and Jose Soto face off. Ooh, nice. Nice, like almost an inversion attempt from Victor. Didn't exactly land how he wanted, so we're back up on the feet.
Ooh, good shot there.
Nice strategic
Got in on those
play.
hips,
High
and he's
crotch.
going
Nice
down.
dump
Don't
from
post your
Victor.
arm like that.
Yeah.
That's like the number one thing that I feel like people need to like have a crash
doing
course on that.
No. Horrifying, honestly.
And he's out. He's out. Third events. He gets choice. Either on your feet or top turtle. Top turtle or feet.
Victor decides.
Yep. Yeah, no hooks, just seatbelt grip. No hooks.
This is really based on wrestling, your rule set,
Yep.
man.
Over the top.
Seatbelt, that's right.
There's no hooks. So you go out of bounds in a dominant position, which he had mount. You get the choice between that and did not really do much. And Jose right back to his feet.
Yep. Almost a minute down in this round.
And some respect to not take out the camera.
Thank you for saving his life.
Nice hand fighting from these guys.
Wow, great
Good sweep
Ashi.
there.
Good Ashi Barai.
Oh, and right into that Darsakanda back.
Darsakanda.
and he's
Victor
right out.
is
Victor's
Wow.
Oh, I hope my highlight camera got that one.
Stares intently at cameraman.
He's not budging.
Going for the mercy grip. Victor not relenting on Jose's hand.
I feel like we've seen only one pace with these two competitors, and it's yes. Right?
Ooh, good. And into the wall. Into a single
High-
leg. Big
Nice
lift.
high crotch.
Control him on his way down.
Man, Victor really
Good
wanted
match.
that
You can
dump.
see that MMA cage grappling right now. Pulls him in. Oh, climbs back. Victor needs to keep his head on the outside of the butt so this doesn't happen. Right there.
Oh.
You can bring your head up against the butt. Now you're playing the line. Ooh. Out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
Stop. But that's an EBI. Like, touch him.
Yeah. So that's interesting. Now he gets
EBI,
to
yep.
decide.
EBI. Armbar. You went out in a submission, so we're giving it back to him.
Okay, so all right.
If you go
I
out in the
understand.
subs, and now you get to start in an EBI spot in the middle.
I remember.
Okay, that makes sense.
Thumbs up.
fair.
I
It's
remember.
fair.
Zach Wilson, the Brees Hall, baby. Fantasy
All right,
points.
cool.
It's fair, right?
Here we go.
I like the top turtle rule too, right? Like any position, if you're in the dominant position out of bounds,
He can lock however he wants.
you get to come
arm.
back with it.
Yep. And now arm on the leg. Yep. You can grab whatever you want. Just no nuts. Just kidding. Sorry.
Gotta let them know.
Family show.
We had these questions come up earlier.
Tap, tap,
And
tap.
there it is.
Wow.
Jose
That locks
Soto
it up.
walks away from-
Purple
with
Cobras
the-
will be
with the
taking third
W.
today. That was a good match back and forth.
That was.
That was great.
That was a great exchange for
Beautiful
those guys.
exchange, yeah.
Was that the purple cobra thing?
No, no. This is Purple Cobra. Well, this is the rubber. This is
What,
chicken dance.
what did he do just there?
I don't know
This
what that
one?
was, but this is Purple Cobra.
I guess he's a caveman, right? Like, I don't know.
Well, he did the X and then this.
Yeah.
I don't know.
X-Men.
I like it. I like it. I don't know what. I
We'll,
don't know
we'll
what it
ask
was,
him
but I'm a
after the
fan.
show. We'll do
Yeah.
like a
Post-fight.
post-show interview.
Hey, what does that mean?
Ekumi.
All right, well, with the match lined up, they're going to really send out Nate versus... Okay, all right. Interesting. I guess Nate...
Instead of Robbie Bloom, is Robbie Bloom out now? Or?
I guess Nate pissed everybody off, or...
Listen, I've been at that end of the stick. It's not fun. Okay.
So this is Nate Colombini, Alex
Bruce,
Nemeth.
Yeah,
Yep.
interesting. Don't piss him off, though. Just... Uh-oh.
Namath kind of doing his own rubber guard.
After
variation.
dealing with it
Yeah.
the whole time against Kyle. That's
Yeah. I think Alex is probably trying to set up something creative here, so Nate doesn't know what to do to react. Because I mean, when I see a really heavy guy start doing
rolls
really
right in.
flexible stuff, I don't even know what to do.
Yeah, Alex is just a big athlete, man.
Yeah,
It's not...
he's so strong. Yeah.
Can we just acknowledge the fact he just stood up after that?
It's called the Derek Lewis when you just... Jiu-jitsu doesn't work. It just stands
We're
up.
just going to...
Oh, that's underneath the chin.
Tap.
There's-
Wow.
there's
Foot
the
tap.
submission.
It's actually the second ever foot tap. Inside the circle. And just like that, we have our third place team, the Purple Cobras, with a win of 8-4. All right.
Yeah, that was fun.
Time for the finals.
Yeah, you know, I was actually just having this discussion yesterday. You know, jiu-jitsu, there's no special formula to it, right? It's if person A normally beats person D, person B might not necessarily be able to
Jiu-jitsu
also...
math does not make sense.
No, it does not make
No,
sense
it
at
does
all.
not.
It just depends on what kind of day you're having and what kind of competitive edge you have.
Yeah. What you've been training that week, right?
Oh,
Or that
absolutely.
month. What's it? What are you in the
Or
lab
it's just
with?
how you're feeling, you know? So now we're deciding between...
The Juice Heads and Saga.
All right.
We're about to see who's got what it takes, brother. To walk away with the Quintet Team Duels belt. They get the belt, right?
I believe so.
They get the belt,
There we go.
the HCS Team Duels belt. It doesn't say Team Duels, does it?
No, it just says
Well,
HCS.
there it is.
Cockle's looking at... Okay. Cool.
Team Duels.
So we have Cockle going out first
Wow.
against
Dennis.
Dennis Gunick.
Yeah, taking out the tank early. Sorry about that, Lydia. I almost knocked your coffee over.
Oh, no, it's tea. It's okay.
All right. Spare the tea.
I go to flip the coin and like, you don't need to do that. We made the matchups already. I said, well, can I?
No, Cockle just wants to go home.
It's getting late. It's a long drive for us back to PA too.
It's only an hour. Stop.
I don't know. Andrew's going back to Hamburg, Pennsylvania.
Oh,
That's
well.
like that's in the middle of the state.
It's all right. You guys will be home before I'm out of here. I still have to sit here for all the cleanup and stuff.
Yeah, fair. Well, I'm going back to Philly, so I'm hoping it's an hour and a half.
That's an hour,
but
yeah.
We'll see. We'll see.
All right.
Nice clubs by Andrew, kind of weighing down the gun. I feel like Andrews has to have a pretty specific strategy in mind to go up against someone as strong as Dennis, someone as big. Real David and Goliath stuff here. Andrew weighed in at 173 today.
I feel like this is just fun for him, right? Like he's just challenging himself to kind of go with the biggest guy out there. So
I think so.
Oh, wow.
Nice
So you can do stuff
flying
like that.
triangle attempt from Andrew Cockle. And Andrew just
Oh,
beast moding
whoa.
Dennis, pushing him straight into the wall. Andrew trying to use every tool at his disposal to handle
I told
this
him it's the
monster.
last event here at Zephyr, so he's like, I'm going to put a hole in the wall for him.
Yeah,
oh my lord.
gotta love it.
You got to be careful, though. If you go in that hard in the wall, you might tombstone your own head. And
Oh, yeah. Into Dennis,
Yeah.
right? He may as well be. Oh, we got a nice choke coming out of
right choke.
Andrew. Both of them kind of choking
what
each
are you
other.
doing?
Honestly, I love it. That's
I
hilarious.
feel like one of them's getting robbed. Like give me your wallet, Rob, not like
Yeah.
match Rob.
And they're friendly.
They're having a good time. I think they've rolled before. I know our gyms are pretty closely affiliated here, Valley Jiu-Jitsu and Saga. So I know the Valley squad. We do our belt testing at Saga. So
Whoa.
It's legal.
I love to see it. I love to see it.
Ah, what's going on? Oh lord.
Loud noises.
Oh man.
Man, these guys are going
Back
in.
to the wall. Watch away my TV. We don't need to do it. We have this.
Man, you put the wall there. You asked for it.
Not this.
I mean, dude.
Oh,
I like that kick off the wall from Dennis.
they're going back right to the wall.
3.5
There's
minutes.
a magnet going onto this wall right now.
You got 3.5 minutes, or I guess 3.25 minutes left in the game.
You can see Andrew's getting ready to do some flying attack.
Yeah,
He's
trying-
he's
trying
like
to focus
winding
on-
up, man.
I think they're talking to each other. They're whispering forget-me-nots to each other here.
Last event, guy.
Oh, I like what Dennis is up to.
Oof. And that's what I was waiting for.
Conceding.
The level change.
position
Oh,
looking-
now you're stuck underneath.
ends up getting smashed by the gun.
Going into this, Cockle is 11-0 inside the circle. And he's not afraid to put himself in bad spots.
Absolutely not. He's probably just going to wait for his window of opportunity to get out of here.
Yeah, that's a big boy to get out of there.
Yeah. Dennis looking for an arm, but Andrew has a nice defensive posture here. Andrew kind of fetal positioned up, getting the elbow-knee connection back. Probably just thinking about what he's going to do here. Might not even be looking for a way out. It looks like he's chilling. Just told his teammates he's not too worried. He's okay down here. 2 minutes left.
Let's not tap the mat and confuse me.
I know, for real.
The way Dennis has his legs stapled here is tough for Cockle to get his
Yeah, I mean,
feet underneath him to, like,
Andrew's
wall
on his
walk or
side
anything.
too. I think he's in a pretty strong position. I think the wall is the main problem for Andrew.
He's got a wall walk.
Doesn't have any method for getting out. Might see some change here now. Andrew probably gonna think about some
squinting his way
methodology for
to
yeah.
the scoreboard, trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
Man, Dennis is just laying it on Cockle right now.
Yeah, super heavy. Andrew looks like he's able to handle it though.
45 left in regulation.
Yeah, I think Andrew might just be cooking the clock at this point, realizing it's going to be pretty difficult to get a submission on Dennis here. Dennis doing an excellent job, honestly, of controlling Andrew, because Andrew's one of the best scramblers, scrappers in the game. So holding him down is no small feat. Ooh, Dennis looking for like a seatbelt configuration. I think he might be looking for some kind of back attack. Taking his time. I think they both know it's about to go into overtime at this point, though. Andrew said he's chilling. Gave a thumbs up to Coach Jason Palmer.
Wow.
And we're moving on into overtime. The coin flip result is red, which means Dennis gets to choose the fate of the first round. Dennis opting for offense on this first round, going to the back of Andrew Cockle for a 1-minute OT round that begins now. And Andrew's out super fast.
Wow.
Excellent
stuff.
escape from the Rooster.
And he said, I'll take arm ball. No hesitation.
He has this like crazy look in his eye when he's competing.
He always has that crazy look in his eye.
No. It gets like progressively like really intense.
Yeah, when he's locked in, he's locked in.
He's in the zone, yeah. Strong armbar here. Dennis respecting it, taking his time, not trying to just explode out. Andrew having a hard time controlling the limbs
And he got
of
that arm
Dennis.
free. Ooh.
And he manages to get out and
Shut.
pushes Andrew away.
And ADCC, here we go.
All right.
Wow.
Remember, if we leave ADCC, no team points, so this is big.
Yeah. So let me ask this. 3 minutes, right? 3-minute
Yep.
round of ADCC. All right.
That was the question?
PTSD. PTSD.
Hold
That's
it.
the question.
Dominant position, hold it for 3 seconds.
Yep. Get a takedown if
Mount.
you can here.
Mount, side control, back mount. You get a takedown land and half guard, we're still playing here.
Yeah. It looks like these guys are on the feet, really kind of just respecting each other at this point. The stakes are high. I like the little trip attempt from Dennis. Did not succeed against the Rooster. Let's see what happens. Tie-up attempt from Dennis. Both these guys kind of feeling each other out. Almost down to the 2-minute mark right now.
He's winding up again. Heavy on the Thai club over here with Cockle.
Breaking the grips again. Oh, Dennis with a nice little bull rush. Feinted it.
Kind of like a puny human.
Yeah.
But Cockle has not like given out.
No,
at
he's
all.
not faltering against this super strong opponent.
He has like clear like 50 somewhat pounds over Cockle, I think, right?
So, my question.
Let's take a
nothing
look.
yet.
That's correct.
So my
About 50 pounds.
My question is, I wonder if they paid attention to the rule meeting when I said there's no points after ADCC, and if it goes to there. and they're going to get mad. And,
Oh well, yeah.
it's gonna
Well, I
happen.
mean, Cockle's been in here before. He's done the duels.
Yeah,
before,
he's asked
so
me
he's
rules
aware.
about stuff, though.
I mean, if I was Dennis, I wouldn't care as long as I could nullify
Yes, you don't
Andrew's
take team-
ability
yep.
to
Get
make
points.
Yeah.
We got 40 seconds here.
Ooh, I like the Vader choke from Andrew. Dennis is having a blast right now.
Oh, I hope we got a photo of that.
20 seconds. And we will still finish the match, but it just will be no team point. Oh.
So what if we get a sub here? Still 1 point?
Nope, so it would be 2. Any sub in
Okay.
overtime is 2.
Roger that. 5 seconds to work. Looks like we're moving on to
All right.
EBIOT.
There will be no team points.
So
but we will get a winner.
what do we call the first OT round? The HCS OT? The Hammer OT?
It's first
EBI
EBI.
1. EBI 1, and then this is,
EBI 2. We're
EBI
Okay.
time matters here.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Time matters. Time matters.
Is it 2 minutes like EBI or just
1 minute.
1? Okay.
1 minute again.
Time matters. Andrew opting for the back take this time.
But even though points don't matter, if we do have a tie later, this will be a tie-breaking match.
determinant.
What if a submission happens? Still,
Still nothing.
Still nothing, but it's still.
But it would still
submission.
be a submission and a win for a tiebreaker to talk about it.
just no team point contribution
Yep.
then.
Cockle's really good at just like baiting things.
Yeah, absolutely.
One,
And Dennis managed to escape.
30, 28,
So in 28 seconds.
28 seconds. All right. Very interesting now. Again, Cockle undefeated inside the circle.
Today's just been a very interesting game.
Andrew's
What are you
ready
doing?
for it.
Hold on. Miranda. Pause. All right.
28 seconds on the clock.
The clock. Already
Andrew.
moving, already getting out. 1, 2, 3, stop. All right. Let me just clarify that to
Absolutely.
everybody over there.
I think
Yep,
they're
I
gonna
think
they're
that'd
gonna
be a
need the
good idea.
update. Okay, so Andrew Cockle walks away with the W. Again, honestly, pretty smart strategy, sending Dennis in there to remove the highest seed on the other team. Like what else? What other reason to use your heavyweight? You know?
Yeah, or it could be the fact that they knew it could go to the triple overtime, and then that would
Yeah.
result in 0 team points.
Yeah.
But it seemed like Cockle had that full understanding.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Look at that. We're all good. And he's 12-0 inside the circle now.
There it is.
There it is.
So now we have Chris Kelly versus Kyle Myers.
I always hate the poles going right into the wall. Don't want the back of your head smacking you.
I think the Valley might be looking at a similar strategy. The Juice Heads.
Juice heads.
Yeah, correct. It's mostly Valley people, isn't it? 1, 2, 3.
Valley,
I guess it's half
Valley,
and half.
ETC.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Juice heads.
yeah,
PEDs.
yeah. Ped Squad.
Not available over there at all.
I like this from Chris Kelly. Just kind of staying nice and tight, high guard on Kyle.
Chris has Kyle's left arm trapped.
Looks like Chris kind of opened his guard. Looked like he might have wanted to shoot an inversion, but opted to close it back up. Maybe looking for a sweep now. Kyle looking to pass the guard. Has a nice half guard now from Chris Kelly. Kyle looking to escape this, and Chris Kelly back into a full closed guard.
Well, this is a very different aspect of Chris Kelly, right? Like, because before, when he was fighting Dietrich, he was going back and forth, and they were staying on the feet, just exchanging wrestling. And now we have a different perspective of his game where he's focused on the bottom, having a very flexible and seeming impassable situation, right? Like he's not only utilizing his legs, but he's succumbing to that full concept of full body jiu-jitsu, right? It's his arms working the top, his legs working the bottom. So he's consistently moving and consistently forcing Kyle to work.
Definitely. You love to see it. I mean, it's a very versatile style to be able to do that, especially against opponents bigger than you with the same skill level.
And just keeping the head down and breaking that posture alleviates a lot of the movement and a lot of the extra stress on the body.
Kyle really looking to navigate that closed guard now. Closer than ever before at breaking this half guard and passing. Chris Kelly. Chris Kelly with an excellent
Beautiful
sweep.
Hung that leg now.
Did you figure for that weight? Be patient. Leave it on.
We've got a weird tie up here.
Yeah, quite an interesting leg entanglement. Looks like
He was
Chris
attacking
wants
like
to.
the shoulder.
Yeah.
Have to stay flat. Beautiful. Beautiful, Chris. Right back up. No free guillotines.
No free guillotines because Kyle Myers is guillotine season on Instagram for anyone that doesn't
Yes.
know.
That's great. Oh,
Stay heavy. Now be patient. Just good here. When you last it. 230.
Chris Kelly in a pretty strong position here with a knee on belly on Kyle Myers. Looks to be quite cumbersome of a position too. He's pretty hard to move. Kyle really trying to weave the leg in, but Chris is very strong, persistent position here. Continuously reweaving to get back in there. Kyle turning in the face. Oh, threat, and there comes the Darce threat from Chris Kelly. Ooh, opting for maybe a back take instead. Nice back take from Chris Kelly here.
Chris Kelly has the double unders, right? He's not
Correct.
in for a traditional seatbelt, which could make the transition like this, right? Like very
Yeah.
difficult for Kyle because he's either working to get his shoulders on, but it's hard to do that when the person behind you has double unders, and then
Yeah.
when it's Chris's time, then he can opt in for a seatbelt.
Yeah. Yeah, and Chris is doing a really excellent job, like playing with these hooks, moving them in and out of Kyle's hips, and that the double unders are just an excellent control position. We're seeing that a lot more in EBI over time, where people are opting to just
1
do that
minute.
for the ride time.
Last minute
And
regulation.
1 minute remains.
Back to a shoulder lock.
45 seconds, Chris. Watch your neck.
Chris does not submit to that. Was able to navigate that. That looked like it was pretty tight.
It did look tight, but he was able to squirm his way through.
Oh, and there
And
goes.
gets a
There it
tap.
goes. Yeah, once Kyle gets a grip on one of them
He's
limbs.
a big boy, bro.
Yeah, he is.
And that's 3 points for Team Saga. 3-0.
Well, no.
Yeah.
Is it? Oh, I guess. Yeah, my bad. I thought you
3-0.
meant like, yep, all right. True. That's not what I thought you meant.
Match 3.
Yeah.
No.
Well, this is match
Match
2.
3.
Yeah. And we're moving on to 3. We're 1 win against 1 win, but the only one that got a submission was Saga, putting them in the 3-point lead.
Now we have Luke versus Sunny.
That's correct.
Guard on guard.
Come on, 6 minutes.
Luke won his first match, yeah?
Luke lost his first match.
Did he?
Yes, to I think Jose.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, Luke has some very versatile hips. Sonny has a really strong passing style, though, so this is actually a really interesting matchup. I'm excited to watch this. I've seen both of these guys compete quite a bit. Commentated them both before. I like this. I don't even know what you call that kind of open guard that Luke has there.
It's like a variation open guard, right? You're kind of staying on the hip, and you're just kind of like baiting the person to come in. And both of these guys are very flexible.
The come and get it guard, yeah. Yep. Looks like Luke wanted a leg lock there on Sonny, but Sonny was able to get out pretty effectively.
Back in the
It's always a consistent exchange back and forth, right?
Yeah.
When we have two technical guard players.
In the corner of my eye, I see Alex Nemeth getting a curl workout in behind the backdrop.
What a gangster.
Sounds about right.
Luke has almost had a secure grip on Sonny's leg, but I guess it was less secure than I thought. I think Sonny's inviting the leg lock game. He had the ability to kind of get up and kind of get out of the position there, but I think he wants to play this game with Luke.
Which is kind of challenging, and it also tests your limits when you're going up against a very technical black belt, right? As a lower belt, right? Purple's still unfortunately considered like a low belt in the color spectrum. But, you know, it's great that he just kind of steps in and accepts the challenge.
About 3 minutes and a half left on the clock. Sonny doing a really nice job of kind of controlling the legs of Luke, circling around, looking for an opening to enter a pass. Sonny is also not overcommitting anything too much and kind of leaving himself in a position where he can kind of back up if he doesn't like the way that the pace of the pass is going. Really smart of him.
And here's Zach giving advice to his brother.
I wonder what fights are like in that household.
I definitely think they live separately now because they never arrive at the same time. Zach's always here early. Mm, 2 minutes.
Looks like Luke's trying to enter in on something on Sonny's right
we
leg
can come
there,
into
but
a calf site.
I think Sonny not too worried about it the way he's behaving.
Yeah, Sonny's making a lot of facial
digging in
expressions.
for the inside heel hook is Luke on Sonny, going for a toe hold instead.
Yeah, I would be careful, kind of.
Yeah.
You gotta watch.
Not
Sonny doesn't
looking for
appear to be
Luke.
too threatened.
Yeah, he's making. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he's trying to get Luke mad. Overguess
And we're
that.
back up, looking to pass here.
Oh,
Sonny with
quick
a
movement.
very dynamic,
And
like
Luke right back on that leg.
kind of key lock attempt, but we're back up on the feet for Sonny. Trying to pass. Luke inverting here, trying to find a leg. Minute left on the clock. Yeah, this is a really, really nice kind of strategy for Sonny. He's not overcommitting. Luke doesn't seem to want to come and approach Sonny either. He's kind of just waiting and playing like a more reactive game. So I think
30 seconds.
I think the likelihood that we're going to go into overtime is very high. Curious to see what happens. This is a nice, pretty meta pass for Sonny. Might have wanted to look for north-south after he was able to collect Luke's legs like that. But Luke has very flexible hips, so even getting to that position again is going to be really difficult, I think, for Sonny.
This would be a very interesting tape to study for guard players, you know, just of different levels and different varieties. Just looking at the dexterity of both athletes.
Time.
Yeah.
Look at that.
And here we go. And it looks like the decision lies on Sonny for what happens in this OT round. It looks like he is going to go ahead and choose to be in the offensive position for the beginning of this first round. Let's go. And we're off. 1 minute on the clock. Sonny setting up a nice body triangle on Luke. Ooh, I like the face peel from Sonny. Making Luke make some pretty choice facial expressions there.
Yeah, we get some separation.
Yeah, and good job from Luke there. He's able to really grit through the very relentless attacks from Sonny. Sonny with a very strong body triangle, making
20 seconds.
escaping this very difficult as well.
Yeah, and Luke is, as much as he's trying to get out of it, he's kind of fishing his hand underneath, right, to kind of.
Sonny
peel the
has
leg.
it's a choke grip, but it's over the face. Oh, it's under the
That's
chin
it,
now.
tight.
It looks
Short
very
time.
tight. Super short
3,
time.
2, 1.
Time.
Time.
He's
out.
out.
He's out.
Luke is out.
It's a sub.
Luke is out. Luke has fell asleep there.
Wow.
I went out. It's crazy. I don't know if anyone out there has ever been put to sleep before, but you don't remember much about what happened before you got there.
No, it's like a very quick nap, I hear.
Yeah.
It's like a.
Everything that happened before like feels like a weird dream, and then it doesn't
Yeah.
really get committed to memory the same way. So I'm curious, what's the decision for what happens next? Does that count then as a submission? Because
Is it a sub?
I don't know, because the time ran
Yeah.
out. Like, that's it. That's it. That counts as a, yeah. Wow. Sonny Roche walks away with the victory.
I asked. He did not want to continue.
Okay.
I don't blame him.
Yeah.
Jeez. That was brutal.
All right. So Saga's up 5-0.
Correct.
2.
Because that was a sub
In overtime.
non-regulation.
Yep.
All right. I'm learning.
Wow. That was
That was crazy.
he just he was just not there. That's what they call the shadow realm.
He was in it. he popped like a zit. It was super red, man. That was pretty intense. Looks like Anderson Nguyen versus Angelo here. Should be a good one.
Last year's at the duel, Luke put Guy Logie out.
Oh yeah, so that's funny. What goes
In the
around
same
comes
area
around,
too.
right?
In the same spot, he has a nice picture of him perching, just looking.
Oh man.
Yeah. Full circle. Inside the circle.
In the circle.
Oh, Angelo's fired up now. Anderson sent him through the wall, and he came back like, why iota? That was awesome. Guys are tied up now. I like the collar tie that Anderson has here, and he's got the control of Angelo's wrist. I want to see what he can do with that, especially considering Angelo has a really strong base. It's not easy to get him down unless he wants to go down, and he usually captures a leg attack on his way down. It's part of his kit from what I've seen in his competitions. He'll really snipe those things up quite quickly.
Sometimes it's the bigger guys that kind of like surprise you, right? Like he might not seem to have that like dexterity or whatnot, but we kind of saw that earlier, right? When he transformed that half guard and he was like manipulating positions.
Yeah.
And now here, Anderson just kind of dropping into a guard and Angelo just kind of pursuing, right? Like kind of pursuing with the pass.
Yeah. Looks like Angelo's working for the pass here. Oh, I like Anderson. He's grabbing the neck of Angelo's grabbing the neck of Anderson there. That was nice to really annoy him. Maybe cause him to make an error that lets him open his guard up a little more for Angelo to pass.
This is the 4th, right?
Yeah.
That's correct.
So if they're able to get a submission here,
We're live.
pardon?
Wait a minute. Who?
Like, if Angelo gets a submission here in regulation and the next match ends in submission, they'll be tied.
And then Cockles would play. Yeah.
Interesting strategy. Wow, that was
Looks
a
like Angelo's
bold
able to snipe
strategy,
off the
but-
leg.
Bold strategy, Cotton.
Ooh, Angelo fishing for a heel hook, but Anderson was able to get out of it. Anderson now looking to escape the knee. Pretty strong play. Pretty strong play from Angelo.
Oof. Angelo trying to go in for a smother. And the Darth Vader grip.
Wait.
That's a better way
Yeah.
than how it's normally,
Normally called, yeah.
okay?
Yeah. the other one where that word will get you demonetized on
You can call
YouTube,
it
you mean?
the cane grip? Like choke slam?
Choke slam works.
Oh, I like that,
There you
yeah.
go. We can call it the Death Valley.
The
grip,
Undertaker.
Like Undertaker. Death Valley. Look at that. There are ways around it. There we go. We got it.
There it is.
That's not what I call it in the gym, though.
Not me.
Neither do I. We're all in agreement. All right, here
All
we
right.
go.
Last 2 minutes of regulation.
Yeah, absolutely. Both of these guys, this is a surprisingly even match. I like, you see Anderson's length and his musculature is being a real problem for Angelo.
He got a good lock. No, he doesn't. He said no.
He just shook his head.
He's like, no, it's not in.
It's not in yet. But it's a good matchup. I think like Angelo is really good at just being this really thick turtle. Like he's like a snapping turtle, right? Like he's got kind of a short reach, but if he gets you, you're losing a finger.
Big head, tiny arm.
Yeah. And Anderson's really like pretty powerful and able to kind of recoil his legs and extend really long when he wants to. So it's a really interesting matchup. Very difficult to submit is Anderson as well. One minute remains in regulation here. And Angelo, he'll snipe up a submission if it's there. It's one thing I've seen with his play style, and it's a strong asset for him to have. 1 minute remains, less than 1 minute rather,
and he
40
hunts the leg.
seconds. And now Anderson looking for what appears to be, maybe he wants a toe hold, or it looks like a heel hook at the moment now. Angelo has a pretty good grip here. I don't think he's in too much danger at the
definitely
moment.
doesn't want to give up a sub here.
No,
I believe that was a submission for Anderson Nguyen against Angelo Rodriguez.
And it looks like Andrew Rodriguez has a limp going on too.
oof.
All right, well that wraps up the duel, but
Anderson is
we have
limping.
one more match for the day.
Limping bad.
Yes, we do. Looks like Zach Shiomas versus Chris Hannigan.
Yeah, looks like that's what we're gonna see. Zach gonna just try to get some points on the board for the Drew's heads. Not go shut out in the final. Pride.
Pride.
And Zach's on a little tear again.
Yeah, he impressed me today. I don't know how many times I've seen Zach compete. Not many,
Zach
if
is
any.
now going into this one 8-3 inside the circle.
Well, I was actually just having a quick conversation with him during the break about his stand-up, and I told him that I was very impressed
Nice
to
shot
see
from
how.
Chris Hannigan.
Yeah,
You can start.
I was very impressed to kind of see him.
He's cleaning up. So
See him develop like his stand-up game. You know, he did tell me that he did have like a little bit like of an injury timeout, and he was able to kind of like recalibrate like his brain in that
Yeah.
sense for his game.
It can be helpful to take time off, you know. Man, what the heck?
I'll make it.
I'm about to put my sticker over that just so it has the right aspect ratio. I like this Kimura setup from Zach. He's very persistent with it. He doesn't want to give it up. Chris Hannigan doing a really nice job of securing a defense on the belly. I think Zach turned that into a back take.
Watch the hooks and move. Let's go. Keep going, Christian. Keep going, Christian. Make yourself small, slip out that back door.
Yeah, the Saga coaches are roaring at Christian not to concede the defense. Don't want the back to get secured. But Zach is being super tenacious. He wants that back take, and he secures a rear naked choke on Chris Hannigan.
And that looks pretty tight.
It does look quite tight.
Get one back for you, brother.
Looks like Chris is able to peel one hook off. And there's the submission. Zach very excited about that. And there it is.
And here,
Zach she almost wins the last match of the day.
Saga taking home the title.
They get the belt.
I'm gonna move my. That's going with me.
Great for the car.
Always, because you never know.
Yeah, if you wouldn't have took him, I would have. I never let him go.
Here,
I'll split it with you. Perfect. Thank you very much, Coach.
Anytime.
All right, there it is. That's the team. Saga Jiu-Jitsu walking away with the victory, the W for the team duels here at Hammer Challenge Series today.
I
That
was
was
very,
excellent.
I was very impressed. They had a, I want to use this word, menagerie.
Ooh, you do definitely have a calendar going on, huh?
No, not that kind of calendar, but
A grease calendar.
that's
a great picture right
family show.
Anyway,
Joshua.
Bard of all
so-
trades in the upper right. Let's go.
So if you take a look at their competitors, right, weights aside, the skills are all different. The
Yeah, huge range of
Yeah.
skill and size, right?
exactly, and that's exactly what you're looking for in a competitor or like in a team when you're doing
Yeah.
these duels. You need to have not just one jack of all trades, but you need to have multiple skill levels here. This was a really fun card here tonight. You know, Josh, thanks for having us down here.
Yeah,
thanks for coming
this
out.
was a
This
blast. I had a blast.
Last show of the year. Last show in here, and in 2024 we have some big plans.
We'll move into a new location. Hopefully,
new
hopefully I
location.
make the move. We'll see if Brad gets the invite
Yeah,
back.
they're always back. We have some big plans going on, especially with the team duels. I know that's a thing we want to move on to, and just stay tuned. Make sure you follow HCS Grappling on Instagram. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. All these matches will be coming on. We'll have our end of the year award show. Maybe we can get something going again. and
yeah,
we'll do
we'll
that together.
have to stream that again as well. Maybe invite Lydia this time.
maybe,
Her
get
commentary was
everybody.
excellent,
Listen,
I have to
we can invite
say.
everybody.
Lydia knows her stuff.
Maybe if I get the new spot up and ready to go, we can just go meet up in there and see what
That sounds like a good time to me.
has for
HCS spot,
HCS
yeah.
inside the
That'd
party.
be great.
There you go.
Absolutely. Oh, something just fell.
Everything's full. Let's clean it up. I've been here since 10 a.m. Brad's been here since 10 a.m. I've been here since 6 a.m.
Yeah, I would say I was here till since 9:40, 9:30ish, around that
It's been
time.
a long day. We have 52 matches, and we are let's go before we sign off here. I just did it. 487 matches inside the circle so far.
Wow.
It's
Here we
been
go.
it's been a good time.
It's been a good time.
It's been great.
15 events done.
Shout out
you.
to the Saga Jiu-Jitsu
Saga
guys
Jiu-Jitsu
again.
Saga
for winning the
2023
victory.
Pro Team Champs.
And everyone
Men's
else who
pro team
competed,
champs.
honestly,
Men's
this was
pro
super
team.
fun.
Men's
Men's.
Pro Team Champs.
Villanero still rocks the latest.
Intergender match. Not just kidding. Here we go.
Okay, all right.
Go Jets. We're coming on back in the second half. I'm Josh.
I'm
Peace.
Lydia.
Nice.